Just kidding.
Thank you.
That like shadow where the item is gonna go is fantastic. I love it.
Hmm. I wonder,
Hey,
how
net
does it
20.
work?
Hey.
Well, it works from all the way up here. Nope, I think I broke it.
Hell yeah.
Are you seeing this as well? So it's
What?
sort of flying
Whoa.
up to me.
Yeah. What are you fucking doing?
I literally went up here just holding it. Just breaking everything. And now it's hovering in midair. I think maybe I took it outside the bounds of the map.
I've forgotten that I've wiped my internet cache lately, so I need to remember if I've stored Doom on the cloud or not.
What do you need?
I wiped my internet cache lately, so.
Oh
Doom-
yeah.
What's this music from, Zim?
It's a remix. It's a remix of Jump Up Superstar.
Okay, I think I've heard it before somewhere. I'm trying to figure out where.
Super Mario Odyssey. See? Odyssey. Odyssey, you see?
And it's starting Extreme Raiders as well.
You what?
Are you going to start up Stream Raiders as well?
Once more people are actually here.
Okay.
No
I
point
just
in
got it open
starting
so
it
I
now where
can
we've got
assist.
2 viewers. Because we just started up.
I wonder, does it count me in those two?
Can I do Control Z? Oh,
Oh, you broke everything for me.
so note to self: don't Control Z.
Why is there a big like black spot in the middle of the map?
Don't worry about it.
It's a black hole.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got them back. We're at license level 4, right?
Correct.
So I just need to redo the level.
I believe so, yeah. And you would have had plenty of time to repair it, because you know it's been a little while. Oh, that is just tragic.
What is?
Can I select that? No. All right. I'm trying to draw something, and it doesn't draw from like the center. Like I'm clicking to drag to make a thing.
You are drawing. There's a very slight. This black area is a very slight layer on top of the table.
Get out of here.
I can see it.
Get out of here, you fucker. It's time. If you use your VR again to cheat, I'm gonna take the cannon away, and you will never get it back.
Okay, just giving you a heads up, but I didn't actually look. If I go under the table, I can also see it.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, you gremlin.
I won't. I promise I'll behave.
Okay.
Just like VR breaks things.
I'm aware. I'm very aware. There we go. We'll just do that.
At least now I know what the black spot is. The black spot is you
It's
blocking it out from us.
fog of war bullshit.
A slightly higher fog of war.
Mm-hmm. It's like me putting a piece of paper on the table, basically.
Yeah, I'm that disruptive player, and he goes, "Oh, you've got a glass table," and starts looking underneath.
Oh yeah. Or you like blow the piece of paper away, saying that you didn't technically touch it.
If you blow it, it's more obvious. If you cough, then no one can blame you.
Then you get quarantined.
Yeah, before all of this happens.
I'm promising I'm not trying to draw. Okay, we'll put some different stuff in there.
Somehow I have randomly wound up with like 30 cards from Trove
Can I move it at least?
in my Steam inventory.
What is Trove?
It's
It's a
kind
thing.
of it's a voxel-based
like,
MMO thing.
It's like Block World, but I
Huh.
guess it's still being actively developed.
Have you ever played it?
No.
I played
Having
it.
items
It's
doesn't mean you've
pretty
never
fun.
played is-
Well, I've got networks of information everywhere.
I have one where I got like an item in my Steam item list, Steam inventory, for a game I've never actually played. I don't even know how I got it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Spiral Knights.
Oh, that one. I think I had that one too.
I also have Subnautica stuff. Killing Floor 2, even though I played it very, very briefly.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of Steam VR stuff I got so I could spruce up my avatar, only I can't use it in the Tabletop sim. I think my actual Steam VR avatar looks really cool, because I put a lot of effort into it.
Did we get our payday yet?
Not yet. What size is this guy? He's a size 1. I'll figure that out later. I don't know what I did. I'm gonna be real.
Did you undo? Did you just undo again? Did you?
All right, hello
I think I
everyone,
updated something.
and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Sounds of Metal Lancer. I'll turn it over now to Dova.
All right, so last time you guys did a few things. Chiefly among which managed to kind of negotiate a deal to get your ship repaired, refueled, and just to have everything ready to go. But a kind of situation is brewing. The Oganesson, which you had basically set up an exchange for, basically got made worthless overnight. Thankfully, the other party isn't aware yet, but they're basically in a communications dead zone. They don't have OmniNet access where they are, but if they continue on their current path, they're going to get repatched into the network, and they're probably going to realize that they're about to be had. For the past hour or so, Firefly has been holed up in the captain's quarters. If you get close to it, you can hear kind of a faint mumbling as she runs through a sort of plan. But with the ship kind of in a state that is not really space-worthy, the other engineers among you are kind of rushing to complete any sort of repairs to get it out, and to basically rush them to find them before they get back into the communications, the communication zone, basically, and basically make the deal out there, which is for a substantial amount of money, with quite a few zeros. We'll just leave it at that. It all depends on how negotiations go down. But do any of you have anything special that you're looking to accomplish before you leave? Since the captain's quarters door slams open, as Firefly is kind of spouting out that you guys need to leave right now if this is to work.
Not that I can think of.
Nope, I'm good.
All right. So, the ship isn't in a perfect condition to go. Sorry, what was that?
I was about to say, I like how I didn't even need to say anything. Dova just knew.
Yeah, you're listening to fight. Yeah. Yeah. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. The ship's not really in a perfect flying condition as it undocks. Unfortunately, accidentally severing one of the connections, which spews around a little fuel for a few seconds before a safety valve catches it. As you jet off in the vague direction that your contacts are coming, or your buyers are coming from, Firefly gathers you and gives the gist of the plan. She, along with Scrapper as well as the AI, of course, Ringo. I believe that was the...
Yeah.
Yeah, she along with Scrapper are going to actually go do the deal. Since it's in a dead zone, they'll need to basically get an actual like radio signal out to them to figure out like a rendezvous and fabricate a lie about the station being in trouble or denying them access.
I mean, we wouldn't need to lie about it being in trouble because literally a thing just blasted through it.
Exactly. That's the reason I'm choosing it.
And you can also take the video of literally the thermite as it was burning, just cut out the part at the end where we fixed it.
Either way, I'm going to go with Scrapper. We're going to go actually do the deal. If there's less of us in there, then I don't think they'll get as spooked as having 6 fully armed lancers inside of a single ship. I don't think they'll like that very much. The rest of you, I'll be dropping you off at an old communications base, which I found out about. That should have the required power to actually get in contact with them. I can only drop you off, and I really just have to go right away. It should give you enough time to find your way in, get it up and running again, and transmit the signal. I'm having Ringo get like a pre-recorded thing with coordinates and stuff. As far as I'm aware, this place got abandoned, but with stuff out this far deep, and expect anything.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
And I've got something special for Tanuki as well. You've got kind of a separate assignment, but you three, I'm sending you because you have fairly powerful cores. If you can't actually get the engine started back up, you should be able to just hotwire yourselves into the comm panel and power it that way. Any immediate questions? I don't have any blueprints. I don't have any specifications, so we're going to have to make it up as we go. No?
Let's see what we got.
Perfect. Your drop-off is in, like, 20 minutes, by the way. Just so you're aware.
Where did my big dice go?
Which one? It's over here. Was that the one?
It wasn't there for a second, yeah.
Oh, it just, like, desynced.
Yeah.
Alright, I've got this one and this one. So as you all kind of gear up and get ready to basically jump out of the ship as it's still moving and try to clamber your way in, the communications base, the only information you have on it is that it was abandoned about 30 years ago. And it is kind of embedded halfway into a large asteroid, kind of serving as an anchoring point. The actual details of the abandonment are unknown to you at this time.
Space ants. It's gotta be space ants.
Has to be.
For the end of the world spell, press Control,
Scour.
Alt, Delete.
So if anyone has any
Sorry,
custom...
go-
Okay, never
Go
mind.
ahead.
I think it's literally just this one.
What?
Nothing. It
Custom
just
what?
infinite bags. It just fucked mine up.
Uh,
I just accidentally fucked mine up. It better not have fucked the one inside here as well. Okay, I don't have one in there anyways. Cool. Cool, cool. Give me a sec. I need to unruffle my papers. Components.
Kill it! It's evil!
Yeah, I agree. I was prepared. It just got fucked over at the last second. Cheeky son of a bitch.
Uh-huh. You say you were prepared. And yet we're
I
sitting
was.
here waiting for you to pick up all your papers.
Well, they're not actually papers, so you know.
I like the dominoes here.
I know, right? So what are you guys actually doing to prepare? What sort of alterations might you make to your equipment in the faintly short amount of time that you have? Sin, that does not help. It does the opposite of help.
I am assisting the DM with dice.
I don't need dice.
Okay. Well, McHammers doesn't really have much to really change on his mech or anything.
You know, I don't really have all that much. The only thing I could really change is who my buddy target is. So, who wants to have a small mech attached to them that boosts everything?
You can't attach to me. I'm size 1.
I'm size half. I can attach to anyone who's not size half. So,
Are you still using the Caliban, Doom?
Yeah.
Because Caliban is size half.
I thought it was size 1.
No, that's size half.
I guess I'm the only option then.
Yeah.
all right, cool. Then I'll set McHammer as my buddy. And I'll, to make things easier, I'll use symbiosis and attach before we even start.
Huh.
Just as you're heading in.
Basically, I mean,
All
why waste it? And why waste the effort on both of us when I can just hang on?
right. Fair enough.
Damn, those are nice, but I'm not ranged. I'm not really a ranged character. Caliban has a ranged option, so instead of ramming everything, you could use spiked charges instead, where they attach to a mech and then they detonate once per enemy round as a reaction by the Caliban, and you can knock them back 3 spaces, but obviously that gets boosted by all of the knockbacks. But like I just said out loud, I'm mostly focused on the RAM portion of the Caliban, so it doesn't do anything for me.
I'll still be supporting the party with all my other abilities. The buddy is literally who I attach to gets advantage on everything. +1 accuracy on everything.
Also, have you seen Dova? They've changed the layout of the active play sheet again.
Oh, really? I did not see.
Yep.
I'm not seeing a difference myself.
I might be on a slightly newer version. But yeah, I'm ready to go.
Oh, now that you mention it, I should probably get CompCon up.
Yes, that's an idea.
Probably a very good idea.
Well, see, So the core bonus used to be above the it used to be like between the stats and the mech abilities, and the talents used to be at the very top, but now the talents have been moved like midway down, just before the primary loadout. And like my brawler die, instead of being at the very bottom of the sheet, it's now in the middle underneath the brutal talent.
I'm literally having to redo all the tokens that I had.
There, I put it in Lancer chat. Basically, all of that has changed around.
Oh wow, that is a new look out. That is a new look. Mine didn't update.
Yeah, you need to manually update.
Manually, I'm running the web app.
It's the same. It's super easy to update. It just basically happens instantly.
How do I do this?
3 dots at the top, right? Options, download, updates, and reload.
Download updates.
But that makes it a hell of a lot easier for me, because when I was in VR, I was having to constantly scroll up to the top of the sheet to get my talents, and now they're just above my weapons.
That's a big difference. Also, did you guys see the new mechs that got released on the website?
I did.
I did not.
One is a bow wielder that focuses on overshields, and the other is a defensive mech that focuses on upping its armor to stupid levels.
The White Emperor and the Witch.
Yeah, White Witch and Arc Emperor, or Emperor.
A long-range support artillery frame, the Emperor is supercharged with thunderous power and can rip apart broad swaths of enemies or protect allies with a crackling overshield at a critical moment. Armed with the imposing Marathon arc bow, the Imperious Lord of the Battlefield is a tactical master and commander, sure to lead any team of Lancers to crushing victory.
I like
Alright.
the sounds of
Not all
that
that
one,
impressed.
but it wouldn't fit Make Hammer.
I really like the sound of this Mac. I'm going to download this PD.
So, as you get closer, Firefly is kind of in the hangar with you and giving you the last bit of the briefing, including the little data drive. Probably handing it to Watchtower. And the recordings on this, just play this on the frequency inside. It should just work, but I think you can make it work if it doesn't.
It just works. It just works.
Either way, don't try to contact us. We don't want to blow any sort of cover.
Okay.
I want to make it seem like I don't know. There's no shady shit going on, even though there's tons of shady shit going on. Also, I'm not sure that your Omnihooks would be able to actually contact us because, well, if you haven't noticed, we're a decent ways into the dead zone right now. Radio comm should work just fine, but anything OmniNet based is not gonna work.
Now that sounds like a challenge.
That's the plan. Or something like that. Either way, best of luck to you. Drop is in 5. Always wanted to say that.
Yeah. Drop is in 5.
All right,
4,
25 to
3.
create a.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. Lord, I would do a green light thing, but fortunately, we don't have a green light installed. I'll figure it out.
That would be a
So-
25 for inventing or creating a
Green light?
local OmniNet access.
It's not the. It's more the fact that you can't connect to the OmniNet at all.
There's no 5G tower out here to connect to.
Hmm.
Well, then he's making
And
his
there is
own.
no 3G, 2G, or anything else. There is basically a can or 2 cans with a string between them.
Just don't forget, guys. Don't forget. 5G causes corona.
Hmm. It's proven by science.
It's the same scientists that prove the Earth is flat.
Why am I friends with you guys again?
Because you love us.
There you go.
Sorry, poke again. This fucking so the Emperor's bow, is a line 10 that when it hits allied characters, because it passes through everything in the line, it gives the allied characters overshield. That is so cool. That is effectively Senna from League of Legends. When she fires her fucking cannon, she heals allies and damages enemies. It's great. I love it.
Uh-oh. Okay. There's like a connection thing next to Japper's name.
I really want them to freaking release the LCP for this, but I think it's still in.
They're not going to do it until they finish No Room for a Wallflower.
Yeah. Which is a big old chunker. As far as
It
I'm
may end
aware.
up giving us aliens. Potentially even playable.
Shush. That's secret things. You don't know
Oh,
about
I'm
that.
sorry.
None of you know about that.
Okay, as a player, I know about it. As a character, no. Actually, as a character, my character may be aware of it because, well, I know everything.
Yeah, that's fair, but
It might be something that I might spec into later on in the campaign if we get past like license level 6 and I need more points to sink into another.
Alright, so 5 minutes before we get kicked out of the ship.
Literally kicked.
mhm.
I mean, it is Scrapper kicking us out, so
I'd like to point out that McHammer cannot be kicked unless he chooses to be.
Doom could potentially kick you out. Because Doom's special power is that he can always kick.
No, I've got
Yeah,
a thing that makes it that just stops it
ship-
all.
Turns upside down and shakes you all out. But anyways, the little buzzer alarm inside the cargo hold, alerting you that it's going to be drained of atmosphere, goes off for a few seconds as you all basically make sure that everything's sealed up, everything's good to go. The air gets drained out as a kind of a very profound silence sets in. The door kind of slowly opening in front of you. You can see that you're kind of skimming through along the top of an asteroid belt, a fairly dense one too. You can actually see the individual ones. But there's a very low range transmission from like the intercom system, basically pointing out the rock that you're bound to, along with a short little countdown. Before a very enthusiastic "go go go" is printed out on front of your screens. So, the 4 of you, well, 3 technically. One of you is currently latched to the back of the Saladin. You jump out, the ship basically pausing its acceleration for a brief moment, letting you actually kind of push forward and get clear. Before there's a brief flash of light behind you, the engines reigniting and accelerating even faster, deeper into the communications dead zone that you're in. And you kind of drift silently, keeping a fairly loose formation until about 20 kilometers or so from the asteroid. Tanuki kind of gives a little salute before jetting off to the side, heading towards one of these smaller objectives that he'd been tasked to. She had been tasked to, sorry. But now with the three of you closing in, firing your retrograde thrusters, with varying levels of dexterity and grace, you land on an old decrepit landing pad. No gravity to be found. The hangar door is kind of propped open just a little bit, but you can't see inside the actual door itself. There's just a little, maybe a 3-foot gap between the large sliding doors. He's out of here. No. All right, so I'm not afraid to kick you, Zim. All of you, gremlins.
What have I done? I'm being nice. I'm actually behaving myself for once.
So, what do you guys do? Going by the own little internal timer that you've been given, you've got about half an hour to make it inside, and kind of a shorter window of about 5 minutes to actually make the transmission. Meaning that there's kind of a sweet zone, like a sweet spot of where you want to transmit it so that they get it at just the right spot. As you are dealing with electromagnetic waves being radio.
First off, I would ask, can we actually see what we're looking at here?
Not yet.
Okay. How far out are we?
You're basically just on the landing pad. The gap in the large hangar doors is too small for basically anybody to fit through.
Can my Lotus projection scout drone go through?
Yeah, you'll be able to go through.
Cool, scout drone.
Can I make the hole big enough to go through?
Absolutely.
I was about to say I'm gonna ram it.
Yeah, I think the half size can actually fit, but you get scraping through. But yeah, you can absolutely go ahead and try to open it up. It is very thick metal.
Drone through first.
So I
will.
will.
On the other side.
All right, I will need a hull check from Yusef as well as Uzim. Since you are very good at breaking things, I'll give you 2 accuracy on that one. Since you're basically specifically for breaching.
You get +1 accuracy from me being bonded.
Okay, I am confused here. What?
Saf, you get 2 accuracy for a hull check to get inside, and Zim, you get 1 accuracy from Watchtower.
Okay. Eight. Also, we've got influence.
Doom?
13.
13? Alright.
And I do like 20 AP kinetic damage to solid objects.
As you guys pry the hangar open, McCamera having a little bit more trouble getting a grip on the fairly slick kind of landing surface. But Doom can get plenty of leverage and kind of pries it open and almost peels back a part of it, giving you guys just enough room to squeeze McCamera through. All right, and just before you guys actually head on through, there's a very short low power transmission from the ship, basically updating the like the expected time. That sort of window makes it a little bit longer, about 7 minutes. But you guys are at about 29 minutes right now. Your scout drone. Inside, you can see that this first room is a large hangar with a few kind of cargo tugs as well as light lifting mechs. The various sort of penetrating scanners into the wall show that there's a handful of maintenance hallways and tunnels, but a lot of them seem to have kind of slowly collapsed over the years just due to the asteroid kind of resettling. And kind of pinching some of these closed. But you can see that there's kind of a long hallway leading into some personnel areas, it seems. This place was really ransacked. It'd be hard to find anything of useful value, but you do notice that there is a low amount of sort of residual power kind of flickering through this place. There's a few emergency lights that are still on, providing sort of a dim, sort of gloomy red glow to some of these hallways, which are sizable enough for my camera to fit through. But something clearly took what looks to be like maybe a set of hammers, maybe almost like claws, just large kind of gaping, kind of ripping holes into the floor. Likely demolitions equipment, maybe during the salvaging or something like that.
Well, I'll send my drone in deeper. And you said there were loading or lifting mechs?
Yeah, basically exoskeleton from Alien.
Cool. Let's have one of those walk in front of us as a distraction.
All right.
Because no one has
Looking
to be in
at-
it for me
looking
to
at it-
control it.
Looking at it and kind of examining it further, it doesn't look like it is operational at this time. It would take maybe about 20 minutes to kickstart it. But since you're on the clock, yeah.
I'm not going to bother if that's the case. It was more about if we can, cool. If we can't, oh well.
Your drone. Is it an actual drone? Like with the evasion and an HP and stuff?
Yep.
Gotcha.
10 evasion, 10 E-defense, 10 HP, movement 4 per round.
All right.
4 or 5, let me double check. 4 spaces per round.
Gotcha.
I need to be right back.
Okay.
Because I took level 1 in Drone Shepherd. Because that actually gives me bonuses.
Mhm.
The ability to move drones as a protocol is nice.
Mhm.
McHammer is kind of bored waiting for them all to finish scouting out, and is going to just look through all of the supplies and equipment that's been left behind, see if there's anything he might be interested in.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, McKenna, you're actually tied into the drone as well, because I'm attached to you, so you can actually see through the drone as if it were your own sensors. So if we see something through a wall and you have a weapon that can penetrate the wall, you can take the shot.
It's pretty radical.
That's cool. But he doesn't really care.
I'm just giving you a heads up on that. It's basically someone with a railgun's best friend.
All right. Trying to navigate through the mission runner. What button do I press to start it? Mission runner? Hmm. I'm fumbling again, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it happens.
How do I
I'm
not
actually
have
not-
the Jeopardy theme on ready on command? How have I made this grievous error?
Or the countdown theme.
The what?
British TV show.
No, not that. That would be copyrighted out the wazoo.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's neat. All right, I'm sorry. This is cool.
Should we be worried?
No, this is just me figuring this out, and yeah.
Well, what's the donation bonus today?
The donation bonus. Can I tell you? I think I can tell you.
Yeah, you can tell him.
Oh,
it's,
like just what the name is, because I can't read it
Oh.
right now.
Cosmetic loot box, legendary no duplicates. It's no duplicates,
have-
dude. You can't.
Does it have a legendary heirloom, whatever?
It's guaranteed to have at least one very rare or higher item in it.
Will it give me a sense of pride and accomplishment?
Yes, definitely. It costs 1 mana. I'm sorry, no, 10 mana. 10 mana for 3, and then 15 mana for 10. That's the best deal.
But it costs $10. Or $6.
Okay, so friggin' cool.
Ah, perfect. 10 hours.
Oh God.
For what?
The theme.
Oh, hey, funny enough, I'm done.
Oh, great. Now we can get back
End
to the
it. End it
game.
now. All right. So, sending the drone in deeper.
Well,
You
it
can,
can only get 20 spaces away. After 20 spaces, I can't move any further because I lose connection to it.
Okay. You're starting to notice quite a few kind of closed off tunnels, and just hallways that used to go somewhere but are either kind of tunnel, or they're kind of collapsed in, or they don't seem to lead anywhere deeper. They just kind of seem to loop back around themselves, maybe heading to a barracks, or like a mess hall.
Everyone's getting alien vibes.
There's a real case of cassette futurism going on with some of this equipment and stuff. It looks really, really old. Does anyone have a motion tracker?
I have census 20.
No.
Motion trackers aren't really things you buy in Lansing.
I was just going for the alien vibe.
You be a heartbeat sensor then.
This music is eerily appropriate.
Not all things have heartbeat. Not everything that wants to kill you, at least. So, as the drone heads in deeper, and it can kind of sense a large area, kind of beyond the walls, along with a fairly stout energy signature. But
Oh,
it doesn't
one
seem
more
that
thing
there's...
I should tell you about the drone. It's invisible.
Ah,
Not that he's a
What's-
scout drone that can just be shut down.
what's its E defense?
10,
Gotcha.
10 evasion, 10 E defense, 10 hit points invisible. Just in case you're going to have something jump out at it, know that it is invisible.
You stupid son ate my dice.
Here, I'll bring it out. Here you go. Where's the coin? Who has the coin?
I think it's in
Did I
my
end up
bag
deleting it?
somewhere.
I looked in it. I didn't see it. Let's see. Is it in dice? No. All
You
right.
should be able to, if you go objects, I'm pretty sure you can
Yeah.
just generate one.
Oops. All right. Hello, who is it?
Well, it was temporarily
Oh, that's
pellet.
Pellet.
Why are you dealing dice to me as Kenzie?
All right. So for invisibility, we'll say heads hits, tails misses.
Okay,
Or
we
from
can't
now
see
on
the
out.
coin. If it's in the black area, we can't see it.
There, it's right there. All right, heads, hits. Or they have the opportunity.
On that attack, because it's each attack they have to roll.
Mm-hmm. How much HP?
10.
10. All right. So, as it heads in deeper, yellow.
Hey.
All right, that'll definitely hit. You start getting a little bit of kind of faint fuzzy lines on the very edge of your sensor range. Tiny little ghost contacts that seem to be from little bits of interference or perhaps rare minerals inside the asteroid's walls. There's a few kind of tracking lines of static across the drone's feed before it kind of slows down a bit. You can see that it's struggling a little bit to maintain its previous sort of maneuverability. Compendium. Checking one thing real quick.
Here's to new beginnings.
Ooh, beginnings. All right. So, all at once, it seems to kind of happen to your drone. The kind of slowing down of its systems, and you see a few little lines kind of almost move across the sensors, as quite a few warning lights come up, indicating that the drone's actually being invaded by something. There's quite a few like anti-hacking prompts that kind of show up and are randomly silenced by itself, as it takes 4 points of burn damage. So it takes 4 points of damage now, and it needs to make an engineering check to remove that.
It automatically fails all checks.
All right.
Basically, it's dead at this point. It's going to burn out.
Mhm.
There's nothing we can do to fix that.
Okay, what did I miss?
Basically, you guys are operating into an abandoned communications array to basically get a message out to the buyer before they actually get into the comm zone.
Brilliant.
You got sent off.
That work?
You got sent off to procure a bit of hardware, basically from an equipment shed on the other side of the asteroid.
Okay.
That was needed to actually start the engine up, like a bit of proprietary equipment and like a little shot of chemicals and minerals that the ship didn't have at the time. But we'll kind of cut to the moment that you return to the rest of the group.
Okay.
In a little bit, that is. So, for the rest of you, I suppose I can figure out how to get rid of this fog of war. Can I, like... Oh, no. Oh, I can just click it.
It was appropriate. I had
All right,
to.
whatever. Whatever. I'll... You got good sensors. You would have realized that anyways. So, you guys are coming from over this side on the left?
So where would the drone have been when it got broken?
You guys are kind of a little bit ways back there. The drone, he would have been... Here, can I have him?
Yeah.
The drone would have been around here, kind of poking his head into the equipment room. You can see all around that there's a... how'd you... You would have seen...
It's dead, so I'm turning it upside down.
Oh. You can add like a thing to it.
Because it's not a limited system, I can just spawn a new one next round.
As it sees a bit of loading equipment as well as sort of personal equipment that hasn't been touched by salvagers. Some various antique kind of rusted void suits and pieces of EVA gear and stuff like that. But the feed kind of dies down, and you hear a sort of almost like a sandstorm, like chittering through its sensor feed before it goes dark.
Hey, McHammer, there's unspoiled loot in that room.
There's a what?
Unspoiled loot in that room where I lost the drone.
Unspoiled loot. Why do I care about loot? I'm
care
more
about loot.
interested in parts.
Give me loot.
Well, loot does include parts, so...
I'm not back yet.
Fine.
And you are also basically comm silent at this point.
Yeah.
The radio contact. Well, I think you guys were strictly told to keep it to basically proximity.
Also, I managed to attach. Well, I didn't attach, but I managed to put Watchtower on top of McHammer's base, so he is actually attached.
Because I do actually take up the same room.
Yep.
All right, so
It would be like that.
you guys are... You're in. You can see in front of you and to the left there's collapsed hallways. And your scans indicate that the big thing is kind of over here. Likely the engine, as well as the passageway leading to the actual kind of comms and command center.
Mhm.
And yeah, this is a kind of slightly open doorway. Stop throwing dice inside my zone, you fools. So what are you guys doing? You've got about 26 minutes.
I'll take point.
All right.
Just go rushing too fast in there. I'm a little bulky.
Make a
Those
systems check from
Impossible
Doom.
Burgers were way too good.
No, you can't.
I shall rephrase this. As acting captain, as well as another part of the crew, I vote to make you do a systems check.
I am the Senate. Your vote is meaningless.
Oh, I got a sound for this.
Execute Order 66.
Alright.
12.
12. All right.
Because that's
So-
a difficulty die.
There's a your sensors pick up a little bit of movement in the next room over in the equipment room, but it's very fuzzy and very faint, almost like a swarm of insects.
Oh, not
Who
this
keeps
shit
doing stuff to
again.
my hand? Like, seriously, who keeps doing stuff to my hand? You keep breaking my VR.
I'm not throwing stuff into your hand, I promise.
Someone put a salad in my hand, and now I have 5 copies that I cannot physically interact with but block my vision.
Gee, I wonder who did that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to exit out and jump and come back in.
What?
If you put things in, if you make something that's a hand and deal it to me, it breaks my game.
Oh.
Yeah, I need to exit out and jump back in.
Also, Dover, might I say that this drawing is 100 times better than the drawings you had on World.
I know, right? It's my specialty, okay? It's an art form, and I will never give it up. Never ever. In a
Why is the
trillion
scout
years.
drawn upside down?
Because it's dead. I didn't put that. That was Watchtower that
fish.
wanted that.
So it's a fish. It's upside down because it's dead. That means it's a fish.
I assume so.
There's a few
Then
things
why
that
did you
die. It could be a spider.
Why did you just put a bunch of poker chips in your bag, Sim?
Shh.
What are you doing?
There you go, Gio.
I'm cleaning up the table a little.
All right, we got 1, 2, 3, and one more.
Alright, so we're in initiative at this point, or we can still do actions?
You're not in initiative yet. I'm just getting it ready.
Alright, cool. In that case, before we get that far, I'm going to use False Idol to make a image copy of the Saladin.
All right. So you basically
According-
just you make a hologram in front of you of the Saladin.
Yep, and according to everything, it looks identical to the Saladin. It even gives off sensors. If anything attacks, they have to make a systems check. If they fail, they automatically attack the false one. Otherwise, it's 50-50.
All right.
Same size, benefits from target. cover, evasion 10, e-defense 10, and 1 HP. And it disappears if it does take any damage.
All right.
Pretty much it. It's a hologram, fake copy. So, Zim, I'll let you direct where you want to put your fake idol, because where system linked you can actually move it.
I think I need to go to the eye doctor, guys. I'm seeing double.
Go home, you're drunk.
Oh, it can move up to 20 per round, so it's a bit faster than you.
Oh, it's real fast. Jesus.
But it can only get up to 20 away from me. Once it's beyond 20 away from me, it disappears, so...
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's gonna send it there then. Or I guess this is the door.
All right.
Alright, let's grab the scout drone, because it's dead. I'll generate a new scout drone in a moment. Actually, I can probably generate one now.
So,
Scout drone, keep it
Doom,
on
as
us.
you kind of round the corner, you see a brief kind of scurry of motion on the ground by kind of a lump of metal, and as you look, it's the heavily corroded and very clearly kind of eaten away at drone. In the few seconds that that it was actually kind of knocked out, a good 20% of it has been kind of eaten away by what you assume to be a swarm of drones.
And then a big ass solid appears.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, we're fighting replicators.
How you would tell that the Saladin's is a hologram false idol.
I'll get Vega to tell the others to take anti swarm drone
Anti-swarm drone what?
measures.
Gotcha.
I think the closest thing I've got to that is the it's just my hard light shield.
Well, that, and if you've got anything that does burst.
Oh yeah, I did set up my missile again. My
Oh, you
missile
have a
launcher.
flamethrower. Yeah, if you have a missile launcher, we can look at that.
There is a what?
So, for the moment, we'll switch over to Tanuki. Tanuki, your mission's going pretty smoothly so far. You managed to find the secure storage area, pry your way in through doors that were kind of designed to prevent access by humanoids. Snatched the cylinder, which was about the size of a fire extinguisher, with a cocktail of very kind of spicy ingredients inside, meant to kickstart a reactor in the case of it basically breaking down or stopping. As you are kind of making your way out and trying to find your way deeper, you manage to find a kind of half corrupted map of the installation, and I've been using that to kind of navigate deeper into or towards the engine room, knowing it would take a bit longer to actually just kind of float around the outside. But everything's very quiet for a very long time. You're just making your way through the halls, peeking through peeking through doorways into kind of abandoned and rusted crew quarters, briefing areas, as well as kind of a tech workshop that seems to have seen much, much better days. But all at once, that seems to change. Sensor readings from all around you. It starts first with kind of little ghost contacts, but within the span of 5 seconds, your mech detects about 10 or so distinct sensor contacts, mech scale, that are moving towards you at a fairly high speed, almost trying to pincer you. But you're able to think quick enough to kind of slip by without actually coming into direct contact with any of them, and are basically at full speed, boosting every round to make it to the engine, where you guys are set to meet. So you're basically, where's your icon?
Right.
You're basically somewhere over here in this general direction.
All right. No time to browse and loot at this point. I just gotta get there.
Pretty much.
Which is for
Timer
the
on the
best.
clock says 25 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna glance wistfully at a few rooms that might contain something, but there's no sensible reason to risk that.
All right. Switching back to the others, what do you guys do? You're setting up outside this room. You gonna breach, or?
Yeah, I can send the drone back in. So on my turn, let's move the Saladin, or the fake Saladin. You move 3 normally, so I'll move that in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move the drone into there so I can watch what happens.
All right. On that side of the wall, you can definitely sense a larger machinery-filled compartment to the left, or to the north, kind of on this map.
So I can detect the other room here.
Yeah, you can detect it.
Cool.
It's about 20 feet of mixed kind of metal hull plating, as well as kind of interior filler, and plenty of tubing and kind of power conduits of wall in between.
And the drone's range is a burst 2.
All right.
So that's what its sensor range is.
It would
Which is pretty
sense.
decent.
It would sense just a few of those kind of the drone contacts that the other one saw before. But after a few seconds of you guys being in that room, even just with the hologram, the contacts seem to disappear.
Okay, so I can do a swift
Um,
reaction. I'll drop the hologram, literally just make it disappear. And create
Alright.
a new one at any time. I'll leave the drones, and that will basically be my turn. I'll leave the drone there, keep it scanning. What do you guys want to do?
So we're
I'm
dealing
gonna-
with a bunch of little drone swarms, and that's it so far.
As far as you're aware, yeah.
Do these little drone swarms get hunted by creatures that explode?
You're okay. No, you don't. You wouldn't know any creatures that hunt drones for fun and profit. None that
Otherwise-
would be here.
It's close enough. I had to make the reference.
I'm aware.
Okay, I'm gonna boot open the door like your dad finding you up at 4 a.m.
Son, you've been up a long time. It's time to go to bed. Pause the game.
But it's an online game. You can't pause these.
So you have chosen death.
All right. As you head inside, again, kind of nothing. You see the floating drone on the left, kind of sitting almost next to the wall, There's kind of a low data stream coming from Watchtower's mech onto the local network, just kind of giving you generalized kind of low resolution data. So you can see that there would be a large room just beyond this wall. Assuming that Watchtower would be sharing the data.
Of course.
Okay.
So everyone gets the data, but MC Hammer can also use it for targeting data.
That's me, hammered.
MC Hammer. I'm gonna
Chandler?
move towards the wall. Wasn't one of the data streams indicating that there was a larger room?
Yeah.
So you can see the room back here. You can see out to here. That's the burst range of the drone on that corner.
I'm gonna tap the wall in places with one of my spare arms. I'm looking for structural weakness because there doesn't appear to be any door. So
give me a skill check.
What kind of skills are we looking?
Just check. Can you guys actually see me when I'm like moving my hand on the lines to show you positions?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm not like just waving my hand. You guys are going, "What are you talking about?"
Are we talking like a pilot skill check?
Yeah, sorry, pilot skill check. This is for you to kind of appraise the structural integrity.
I just suppose blow something up would help.
I'd give you a good clue. Go ahead and add that.
You know, it just occurred to me, a little off topic, but this game would be perfect for Ray. He's always trying to find ways to be like, so I've got this, can I have advantage? And I've got that, can I have advantage?
So, as you kind of appraise it and kind of give a few gentle little punches and kicks to the wall, just guessing kind of where it's most vulnerable. The wall is fairly thick and kind of with a lot of filler in it, so it's kind of hard to judge, but you think you have a pretty decent spot. One that you're almost confident in. What's your mode of entry?
My mode of entry is I'm going to bring my shoulder down that has the siege ram of the Tortuga equipped and siege ram the fuck out of the...
I think that would definitely help. What does that need you to do?
It's just whenever I charge, I do 2 kinetic damage to anything in my way and 10 AP kinetic damage to any structure.
All right. I'd say it takes you about 30 seconds to get through the wall to make like a size of a hole enough for you to very rapidly enlarge. So I'd say about a full minute to actually get all the way through.
That's fine, as long as the hole's big enough for the Saladin to get his hands around so he can pull it open for him.
Gotcha. So it would take about a minute. So you guys are at about 23 minutes total by the time that you're able to enter the engine room. But your siege ram takes about 8 strikes to kind of go all the way through. The first foot is metal plating. And then there's quite a bit of empty area with lots of cables and pipes stretched through. And then a little bit of filler area with what looks to be concrete or kind of a regolith filler. And then basically that in reverse heading into the engine room. But you guys are in.
As I bust through the wall like the Kool-Aid man.
Oh yeah!
What do you say? Yeah.
I don't say anything because I have not spoken a single word this campaign in character.
Okay,
Fair enough. You got me there.
Make Hammer will go, oh yeah.
You've got the girth to do that legally, I think.
Yeah, probably. And just for the sake of it all, he is going to specifically try and make sure that there's at least a small explosion when he's going through. Yeah.
As quite a bit of dust and sort of metal shrapnel gets thrown into the cluttered floor in here. The ground is kind of covered by electric cables, various pipes. At some point in the past, it seems that repairs were attempted, but that was quite a long ways ago. The reactor is currently running on a very low power sort of reserve mode. If you want to actually make the transmission with enough power to get to them, you need to get it running full bore. It's an old model. Appears to be an early model fusion drive. Scrapper, I'd say you've worked with kind of derivatives of this one, but this is like the original. Built to last a very long time. But as far as fuel goes, it's very fidgety. In its current state, you'd say if you wanted to get it up to last, it would take a few hours. But to get it up to run for a few minutes, that's definitely within the realm of possibility. And as you're like appraising it and starting to work around the room and starting to clear it, I'd say Doom, you would have made it like to around maybe here, kind of in a general scan.
We have time. The drone would have moved to about there.
All right.
Just that way I can keep an eye on the entrance.
The drone, as you guys are getting settled in and kind of taking stock of what tools you have to work with, picks up a sensor contact, a fairly high-powered one, down the hallway.
All right. In that case, there you go. Turret drones. Because I have access to everything.
Do you have a token for the turret drones? Or are you just gonna use it? Gotcha.
Basically, little green tokens are my catch-alls.
I thought I
Yeah.
had one.
Let me use this circular one actually, because I'm probably only going to drop one turret drone. At least has something covering this thing.
Why can't this be like a Doom Eternal where I just punch the engine to get it working?
And it's not worth getting turret drone tokens because I'm going to be replacing them soon enough.
Gotcha. There's lots of very spicy fusion stuff happening inside there right now. While it is low power, it is very not agreeable with matter at the moment. So you could punch it, but don't expect to keep that arm. Anyways, as the contact's approaching at a fairly high rate of speed, seems to be charging in.
Guys, there's something coming down the corridor.
As soon as it's about to get to us, I'm gonna drop down my whatever you call that thing. Hard light shield.
I knew he was going for that.
I mean,
well, why not? Isn't that a good?
No. It's actually pretty fucking genius because if you get it over the doorway, it's
Well, so the question here is the thing, and this needs to be done player-wise, is the thing coming down the corridor a friendly player?
There's no data link contact yet, so you're not sure.
Alright, cool. In that case, there is no corridor.
Alright, cool.
Okay, that works too.
Check your Discord, Tanuki.
I can use my my holographic image. As far as everyone is concerned, there is no corridor. There's a flat wall there.
Oh, maybe I don't have to go to the eye doctor. It seems that my double vision's cleared up.
Say it again.
Guys, are you all okay? I think I'm back.
You're
Okay.
getting sensor readouts that says that they're on the other side of this collapsed corridor, Tanuki. But they're fast on your heels.
All right, can they hear me?
As what are you doing that for?
I'm
Just
talking.
our lack of response to him.
Oh, okay.
Big hammer will go up. Oh, it's which one? Tanuki, right?
Yeah, that's me. I don't got much time. Something's after me. Where are you?
Move up to the wall. What's your movement, by the way?
I need CompCon. I think it's 5. Normally 5.
Okay, as long as it's at least 3. Because as far as everyone is concerned, that is a solid wall. But you move up to it, and I puppet you through.
Okay.
Because
My
I know
speed
it's
is
safe
4.
Oh, cool, that works. So you move up to it. I say, don't worry, I'm just taking control for a moment. And you walk straight through the wall without actually
Oh.
realizing.
Oh, hello. Tanuki turns and looks backwards. Is the
It's a
door
flat wall.
invisible or?
No, it's just a wall. As far as everyone is concerned, that is a flat wall there.
Oh, okay. Well, something was after me. I don't know if that'll stop him or if
If
I
they're
don't know what it
technological,
is.
if they're technological, technically, if they're biological, they're not even going to notice. But that's why I got a scout drone there, so I can see what's happening.
I mean, wouldn't it be visible for the scout drone?
So because it's linked, the scout drone is linked to me, so MC Hammer also sees it as an illusion, not real.
Gotcha.
I mean, common sense says it's an illusion because we saw that there was an empty corridor there before. Those of us who saw it.
Well, yes, but
You can't fool your senses, though.
yeah, your sensors would probably be like, "Oh no, you're gonna run into a wall! Impact alert!"
Whereas my drone and MC Hammer and me see it as an illusion, as a fake wall, because I made it. So our senses don't go, hey, there's a wall, it's, hey, there's a fake wall. Because space was break everything. I didn't realize just how powerful it's like, hey, I could just like move people, create things, teleport people. It's broken as hell.
So,
And does the sensor drone actually detect anything coming down the corridor?
on the other side of the corridor, it would. Distinctly around 8 or so contacts. It kind of, the sensor range doesn't reach all the way to the end, but they are definitely mech sized.
Yeah. It's invisible and expendable. Let's see. It's an invisible, expendable drone. That's what their job is to do. Fly out there, spot things, die. New one gets generated, flies out there, spots things, dies.
All right.
There's no AIs or comms or NHPs in them.
So, around the corner, using its various infrared and night vision sensors. 22 minutes on the clock, by the way. The first one it sees probably be this one right here. It's quadrupedal, so basically taking up the same sort of stance as a Pegasus. By the way, I'm using these new tokens right now, and they look fantastic.
That does look pretty cool.
There's one for every NPC subclass. but it takes a brief while, almost sniffing the air. One of its legs kind of perched up on the wall, as it seems to spot something ahead, and there's a brief charge up of energy inside of it before it fires. What's the range? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That almost goes through.
So it can see through the wall, can it?
It cannot see through the wall.
Alright. As far as it's concerned, that's a flat wall.
Mm. This is a line weapon, that's why.
Ah.
Alright, so that is first. Coin. Who took the coin?
I'll throw a dice. Odd, it misses. Even, it hits.
Alright, even it hits. 6, that hits.
You just
All
throw
right,
that
so-
Oh, I
into
guess
the
the
tables.
chip doesn't have any.
Doesn't
Kip.
flip.
Yeah.
It's also the same on both sides. So,
Oh, I didn't know.
um,
I was like, oh, maybe
it
this
deals 8 points of energy damage as the thermal lance bores into the wall. The wall acting like a wall ought to. It kind of crumbles and almost seems to melt, but it still holds strong as far as the illusion goes.
Yeah, it's immune to all damage, so it says
Mhm.
it has immunity to all damage.
Oh,
So,
then yeah.
the
But
droid will be surviving just 2 hit
just
points left.
barely. Yeah, I assume.
So at this point, I'll send a alarm for everyone. Hostile detected.
You can see that there's a handful more that aren't quite on sensor range just yet, but are approaching. Or aren't
Well,
in visual range. As
so what was that after me? After all, you could see it, right?
I'll share the image with everyone. So everyone can see what the drone sees, but you guys can't target the drone using. You guys can't target using the drone.
Right.
Whereas Makama actually can. Makama can shoot his missile and basically go, "Yep, cool. I know it's a fake wall. The missile can go straight through."
Those look annoying.
Hmm. Yeah. In theory, we've got them boxed in. They can't really come in except for one path.
So, I mean, if it's not here, then I'm not gonna. Or if it hasn't noticed us, I'm not gonna bother. Because I don't exactly want to alert it. Better to be more stealthy than otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, as far as it's concerned, there's a wall between us.
Perfect.
It just took a shot at the drone, which did come out.
so, from behind it, another contact rapidly emerges from the kind of gloom. This one, more of a sort of insectoid, with large metallic spines all over it, charging towards the drone, and it's going to attempt. Where's the coin? I'm just going to spawn another coin because apparently we seem to keep losing it.
I don't know where the coin is.
It's my coin now. It's not leaving. All right, heads it hits, tails it misses. R, sorry. Tails it misses. How many attacks does it get to make per turn?
If it moves,
1? Yeah, 1.
also it would still need to hit evasion 10.
Mm-hmm. All right. What are you guys doing inside? Basically setting up a perimeter or just waiting?
Yeah, I guess it's set up a
I
perimeter.
thought we
I'm
were
gonna
trying
walk-
to start up the engine.
That's the plan.
Then
You guys have about 22 minutes.
Mayhammer's going to get on that.
All right.
I think he'll probably have to get out of the mech, though.
Do you have manipulators?
That's what I'm checking.
I do.
I do not have manipulators.
All right. And you can dismount and basically start using your various toolkits that you have stashed around your mech to start working.
Cool. I'm going to at this
Alright,
point.
so
you
11
use-
plus
you-
6, so 17.
17. All right.
Before you fully dismount, I'm going to use Celestial Shackles on the pilot. On Zim the pilot, or Mechama the pilot. So if at any point you need to, I can teleport you back into your cockpit.
Oh, cool.
You just have to fail a save to let me do the shackles, but a help blink you back in the cockpit, I think, is helpful.
All right.
I have access
Yeah,
to
you do.
teleport tech. I'm going to use it all.
As another sort of somewhat frail-looking but very vicious-looking creature appears, charging in to make an attack. All right. That would be above your evasion, but let's flip the coin. I'm going to put it down first. Heads is a hit, tails is a miss. All right,
That
it's a
frisbee
heads.
on That's what it was.
I was like, God, that feels like cheating. But that
No,
was
I'm willing to accept the heads. It just, when it went up, it was frisbeeing on heads, and I'm like,
yeah. I don't know if there's any way to predict that though. It just
Oh, no,
kind
there
of
it
does its thing. All right, so
hey,
that is unfortunately 9 points of kinetic damage.
I only had 2 left. Let me.
All right.
It bothers you that I did flip that and leave it
Mhm.
perfectly like that.
No, it's not. It's not dead. You're the dead. All right.
Drone
So-
is dead, but we do technically. Actually, no. McHammer and I don't lose line of sight through it, but everyone else does.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'll just put this over here. So, you see through the wall as their sensor contacts kind of clamber up to the wall itself. They seem to be inspecting it very thoroughly. Is there any check associated with them determining that's an illusion, or is there just no check at all as long as it's up?
If you're adjacent to it, you can attempt a system save as a full action to try and drop it. That will be dropping it for everyone, though. So if they
Alright.
succeed, they drop it for everyone.
Gotcha.
And the save target is.
What's your system save?
System's save target is 13.
Gotcha.
My E defense is 18.
All right, so that would be a 4, so it would not succeed. Yes, we're kind of in a pseudo sort of initiative right now.
Alright. In that case, I'll sort of take the initiative and go first. Free action, dismount. Quick action, mount. You can now see through the wall.
All right, Tanuki, you have line of sight through the obstruction.
And then quick action to attempt a lock on against the one that killed my drone. So I need to make a systems a tech attack, isn't it?
Okay.
That's a 13.
13, that makes it. It's locked on.
In that case, would you like a free? Would you like to use your reaction on my round to get a free attack on that thing? Right now.
I would, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just pulling my die out.
And because you're making this attack, you get advantage because of the lock on. And if you consume the lock on, or if you consume the lock on, you get advantage, and you roll 2d20 and pick which one you want.
Advantage or accuracy?
So you get +1 accuracy for the lock on, and because I'm adjacent to you and you consume it, you get to roll 2d20 and pick the highest. So advantage and accuracy.
All right.
So
and what I was...
then the 1d6. There you go.
Okay.
Here's the d6 and the d20 I give you.
Man, those are fancy.
That's why
Start
I got
rolling
the
it.
dice like that.
Yep, so go ahead and roll both of them, or all of them.
All three?
Yep, all four really. Or yeah,
Oh,
sorry,
there's
you
that.
only get one advantage.
Yeah.
Or one accuracy.
You pick which d20s you like more.
9
Why
versus
can't I-
its evasion.
I can't see the result on the green die.
That's a 6.
Yeah.
It doesn't show me when I hover over it.
Really?
No,
Yep, it does it for the
doesn't
other two.
matter.
Yeah, the other one is a 6, so that would be a 9 total, which would hit.
Okay. And I'm using my pistol for this.
Alright.
So 1d3 kinetic damage.
Let's see what we're going. I don't know. I'm coming back here. It's going to be back in a moment anyway.
What's a d3?
D6, half the number round up.
Oh, okay. Half the number round up.
So would you roll a?
A 2?
So it's a 1.
Okay. Makes sense.
So 1, 2 is 1.
3,
4
4
is
would be
2.
2. Yeah.
And 5, 6 is 3.
Okay. That'd be 2. Okay. The 2
Oh,
is the
and,
Herald of Silence.
Give me a moment. There is one additional thing. It takes an additional 3 kinetic damage from the turret.
Alright.
There's an allied character within range 10 of the target, within range 10 of the turret, makes a successful attack. The target is dealt an additional 3 damage from the turret.
Alright. As this one is basically eviscerated by a pistol shot as well as a burst of machine gun fire heading through the wall, basically. You see there's a burst of static through the sort of low power transmission, almost like Wi-Fi, as they all kind of start to scurry away, heading out into sort of the proverbial darkness. So,
Does that mean we're out of initiative?
yeah, basically. Pseudo initiative.
Cool, then I'll drop a second turret drone. One there. And let's drop another Another scout drone out there. I already know what we're dealing with.
About 10 minutes pass. You've got about 12 minutes left until you need to have that engine up and the transmission made.
How's those repairs coming, Nakama?
Just about done.
Okay, I was gonna ask you.
Mm-hmm. There's a small kind of change that you need to make, and then the last step is sort of applying basically the start cartridge, and then waiting for it to spool up, basically. But
Hey,
the actual
Jaffer.
spool up process is a fairly delicate part of it.
Hey, Jaffer, could
Yes,
you
sir?
send a message in the stream chat so I can actually give you these coins?
Oh. There you go. I am sorry if it feels like I'm taking over with this game. I'm not trying to. I just have a million abilities I can use.
No problem. So, Doom.
Mm-hmm.
It's about this point where you, for a brief moment, you catch a little glimpse of movement out in the hallway. Kind of basically peering through the hole that you've made. You see that one of the sort of insectoid ones is kind of clambering around for a moment before it seems to lock eyes with you and charge. I think this is the furthest its movement on one round would allow.
I figured they were looking around.
Vega will report enemy contact. Then I'm going to countercharge it. And
All right.
I can move 5, so... I'm ramming.
All right. So, go ahead and give me I believe that's just a melee attack.
Yep, it's a melee attack. However... I get 1 accuracy.
You're going to set it flying into that wall, aren't you?
I'm just trying to total things up. So I get 1 accuracy, and I reduce my brawler die by 1. Oof. That's plus grit, which is...
I believe it's 2 at this level.
Yep. So that's a 7.
7 would not hit.
Okay. Okay, so my next attack will get a additional accuracy because I missed thanks to brutal, and my brawler die goes down 1 anyway.
All right, is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. So, McHammer is currently busy basically fixing the engine right now. You guys are on watch at the first gate. Can you make it around that corner if you want to? Because the entrance is about here.
I'm attached. So I don't have any options on movement unless I want to be on my turn manually puppeteering. So
Mhm.
it's all Tanuki's movement.
Watchtower? Or sorry, Tanuki?
Yes.
Would you want to move to sort of intercept the hostile which Doom has detected? He's currently over here.
Yeah.
All right.
Over where? I didn't see
Just
the
right here.
ping. Oh,
And then
it's
you're up here. Yep. But the
it's a
entrance into
dark
that
area.
room is right here.
Yeah, I have a speed of 4, so uh, 1,
That works.
2,
That
3.
the hole, or is it?
That's not me.
Yeah, you're
That's speed.
basically attached.
I'm attached to you, so
Yep. I
So you-
attached the tokens together.
yeah. So when you move, I move with
So
you.
speed of 4, and yeah, I'm on my way.
All right.
If you can, if you're not doing anything else in the turn, boost to move another 4, and then boost again to move another 4.
Yeah. 2 boosts?
Yeah, you can do 2 boosts. It's your whole turn, basically.
Well, I'm not doing anything else. And where was the
To
entrance again? Here?
to boost for the second time, you need to overcharge. You can't take 2
Yeah.
duplicate actions as quick actions.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
Problem?
If
Yeah,
we were
that-
to get to here, would we be within range to see?
Yes.
If you boost, I can give you a shot.
I will overcharge and boost. Yeah. You said here?
One more.
Okay.
When we get to
Alright.
range. You take a heat, I take a heat. Because I'm attached, I take any heat you do.
Okay. Heat and overcharge taken.
All right.
See where heat is anymore. But at this point, I'll use my reaction to do the target lock. So it's just 1d20.
What was the reaction in reacting to?
So during a ally's turn, I can, as a reaction, once per round, just make a reaction to do a lock on.
Gotcha.
It's my core bonus from Horus. That would be a 13 for tech attack.
All right, that would lock on.
Cool. Expend. Then I made a lock on adjacent to a character. Would you like a free attack?
You can only do 1 reaction per turn.
Yeah, because I did the overcharge boosting.
Okay.
For yeah,
Okay.
that was for Watchtower. You can't make another reaction this turn.
Yeah.
But I think I think it would be his turn, like basically right now, anyways. Or no, you guys take the same turn, basically, right?
No, so I do have my own separate turn. I just don't get the same movement.
Gotcha.
So it was on my turn then. Is your weapon? Is it roll for damage or is it a flat number?
What I was
Uh,
using. What I was using last is roll for damage. But not all of my weapons are like that.
All right. What's your best weapon?
My best weapon, it is flattened away, but I have to roll something first.
Okay, because I've got the ability to give you an automatic critical. Is that helpful, or is it just better to give you an attack?
Give me the automatic critical. I have brutal.
Okay.
I think, yeah, I think I'll be okay on my own.
Okay, in that case, let's drop my third and final turret. Because this, let's drop the turret. Will I have line of sight to there?
No, it'd be closer to the wall. Basically, right. I'd say that square, yeah.
Alright, cool. Basically, just making sure I'm dropping it in that room to try and cover. That would be one quick action. Second quick action would be to. Can I get multiple lock-ons on a target?
No, only one per target.
And Doom, you can make Overwatch attacks, can't you?
Yeah, I can.
Cool. I'm going to make the attack puppet system. Basically, I get to make it move. The move is involuntary, but provokes reactions and engagement as normal.
Is it right now, or is it on its turn?
No, so I move it right now, and it
Alright.
will provoke attack. 12, 20.
Yep, that succeeds.
All right. So, do that. I need to boost myself to get the extra points. I've done it slightly out of order. So it would first be the marker light, and then the horror system upgrade. So, we'll just make sure. What is its E defense?
It's pretty low. It's
What?
6.
Okay, I can't fail. I get +8. So I'm rolling a minimum 9. So I'll give it the marker light, and then do the Lotus projection. Oh, not Lotus projection, the horror system upgrade, which means it's going to involuntarily move to there.
It needs to move out of my frat range for me to get an Overwatch attack.
Okay, moves to. What is its movement?
Just move it backwards one.
Okay. So it's going to move there. It has a lock-on with a target painter, so you can automatically critical it if you hit. And you roll with advantage.
So, Dova, I would like to Overwatch since it left my frat range.
Alright, would that be a melee attack?
Yes, it is my improvised melee attack, which is 2d6 plus 2.
Alright.
Thanks to Brutal, since this is a crit, I automatically maximize the possible damage and bonus damage, and it has knockback 6 attached to it.
Alright.
Is it going to go into the wall?
Yes.
Then, because of the Caliban perk, whenever I knock something into it must pass a hull save or take 1d6 kinetic damage and become impaired until the end of its next turn.
Alright. Does the actual punch deal damage?
Yes. 2d6 plus 2, which would be maximized, so it'd be 8 damage kinetic.
Alright.
Because I'm...
Go ahead and give me an engineering save.
Me?
Yep.
Get out there.
Oh, and the turret I dropped is also going to deal an
Did you
additional
say
3 kinetic.
Tanuki?
No.
2. Plus grit, 4.
Alright, so you take 4 points of burn damage. So
Okay.
4 points of damage right now, and you are currently basically, it's not really a thermite, it's more a lot of various plasma discharge and a sort of cocktail of very reactive and corrosive fuels that were kind of pushing this thing about are now basically splattered all over your chassis.
Are you sure it's 4 points instantly? Because the burn meter does go up.
Yeah, so burn only
Yes.
happens on your turn. If I remember
Burn
correctly.
happens once it's applied and also at the end of your turn,
Okay.
Oh.
which is what makes flamethrowers actually effective and not garbage.
I'm assuming from the amount of damage we just did to that thing, it's a splatter on the wall.
Yeah.
I mean,
Alright, so I assume I assume you'd just take a engineering check immediately to remove the effect.
Well, I could just use a repair to end the burn, and
That would do it.
because if you take the the stabilize action, you can end burn on your mech.
All right.
Additionally, choose one of the following: clear any burn currently affecting your.
All right.
I'm gonna take one repair to heal myself back to full and end all burn.
So, it's at that moment that we're going to enter initiative proper. Because right about here, one of the large vents, sort of in the ceiling, bursts open, showering the inside with metal fragments, as well as a quite sizable amount of, right about, let's say here, a sizable amount of kind of soil, rocks, clearly the byproducts of actual tunnel dug through the asteroid itself. As down from the ceiling, at first drops him. I do have an actual roster, trust me. I'm not just endlessly throwing tokens out.
Yeah, I'm gonna move that out of the way. Just trying to think of things to help.
Fair enough. No, I mean, that definitely did help, though, having that there.
A million of everything.
All right.
Now that's bad.
So, since it was technically your... Actually, no, I don't think I'll do... This is the first turn in combat, so we'll decide exactly who goes first.
It'll have to be McHammer's turn next because he was the only person who hadn't acted on the previous initiative.
He was currently working on the engine. Basically, it's at that point where if it gets a sizable shock, it'll just completely ruin the engine. Just eat itself from the inside.
Huh.
So basically, this is my way of saying that it has 20 HP and 10 evasion. If it drops down to 0,
Alright.
and at this point, I think time-wise, you guys have around 10 minutes. And this needs to be spun up for 5 of those minutes. Tanuki, on your way in, you would have seen some of the radio equipment.
Move on.
Sorry?
I cut the beginning and end of that. What was that?
You need to defend the engine for like 5 minutes, basically.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm still there. Okay. I'm on the opposite side.
All right. So, who is gonna go first?
So Tanuki, your movement's 4, correct?
Yep.
If we move,
Although-
if you moved back here, that would give us line of sight to start attacking them. Now, what's Doom's? What's your movement?
I am this.
At the moment, McHammer is sort of hung out to dry, so we need to make sure we move and cover.
Am I?
You're really spotty
Yeah,
right now.
you're breaking out a lot.
I was trying to say I could barely hear y'all, and that I can't wait for this internet.
When are you getting it installed?
So I didn't get anything.
We didn't hear any of that.
Yeah. His ping's jumping all the way up to 999. A bunch.
Mhm.
Is real bad for him right now.
I mean, he's still 50 for me,
He's yeah.
but he's
He was up to
also.
999 a second ago.
I'm seeing 999.
Oh, there
right
it is,
now.
999.
That's probably a disconnect.
I'm guessing.
Feel a little better now.
All right.
I heard a little better now at the end. There,
I don't know.
So.
I already tried switching networks. I don't think this is gonna get any better tonight.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can hear you right now. We could have
What was
second
that?
ago. We can hear you right now.
Okay. So, what were we talking about before this happened?
Who's gonna go first? I'll choose. I'll choose the worst person to go first.
I might as well try to position myself.
All right.
You sound like you dropped out again.
Mm-hmm. There we go. I can have you move forward if you want. Your 4 spaces movement.
Testing.
There you go.
Heard testing.
So, what was the consensus on who's going first?
You can go first.
You.
Okay. The camera is over there, so I'm gonna try to flank up on this side.
Alright.
I can use a second. Well, actually,
You do get to hear if you boosted. We're going to give you 1 attack.
You there, bud?
I'm all.
But of course I'm here.
Were you going to boost?
But
Well, this is rough.
the connection's not always. No.
Because we can't shoot through this circle in the middle. That's
No.
an engine.
I'm not getting anything you're saying.
You need to move forward if you want line of sight.
Okay. In that case, I'll move forward. I'll move forward for.
Okay.
It's not.
Alright. So at this stage, I'll use my reaction to target lock whatever one you want to shoot.
FYI, guys,
Should be right here.
My lights keep flickering a lot, so it's possible I may lose power at some point here.
All right.
Okay, right.
We moved one too far on mine.
Diagonal counts as 1 space.
Well, it ended right here.
So we were here. 1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4.
Um,
1, 2,
four space. 2, 3. Never mind. I'm wrong.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3. We could in theory move even more.
I'm wrong.
I think I... There we go.
So whichever one you want to shoot, I'll target lock. before you shoot it. Assuming they don't have their E defense is 9 or less, I automatically succeed.
Which one are you going against? The Breacher or the Berserker?
Say that again. I'm gonna go with the Breacher.
All right. Which weapon are you going to attack with?
The big one.
All right. Did you roll your dice for it?
I need 2 more d20s in order to roll.
There's one in the middle of the
There-
table.
There's also an infinite bag right next to you. Right here.
It'll be target locked, so you'll get advantage, so plus 1d6.
Can someone roll these for me? It's not letting me.
So
Oh, you got
17,
that
a
gun.
2, and a 6.
Okay.
You got that gun.
No order on those.
You would just highlight them, it gives you an order. Or, I guess we'll do, 17, 2, and then 6. Going by
17 to 6. I'm gonna write those down. Okay. 17 then. That would mean range is not an issue. Okay. That. I have to roll to attack still, I believe, right?
Yep.
Or... Okay.
You get a an accuracy die. The blue die
Yeah.
floating around, the die I've been throwing at people for accuracy.
Okay.
That's also a D3.
Here you go. Take that one.
Put this over there.
Oh, that blue die.
Hmm.
All I heard was blue die.
That's okay. So, if you roll those two, d20 for the attack and d6 for the accuracy.
These two, not this one.
Yeah, not that one. And I think you're also, if I'm correct, you've got. I'm thinking of it. It's smart and seeking, isn't it?
I still can't
So-
see the result on either of those.
Natural
That's
20
a
on green.
20 and a 4. It still is flat damage, though.
Yeah, so that's just a hit. But the damage would be 10. The damage would be 10.
10?
And
Alright.
damage is going to be 16 because both of the turrets over there are going to be adding 3 each.
Oh,
Do they have to roll to attack, or do they just add damage?
They automatically attack, but only when an ally shoots. Or only when an ally attacks. Basically, for each turret I have, you get plus 3 damage.
Alright.
But this one doesn't work because it's out of line of sight.
As you riddle it full of bullets, it seems to take the damage. But it does seem to be fairly heavily armored.
16? That's a lot of damage to survive.
Alright. So,
well, can't say I didn't do it.
it's going to be... It's going to be his turn now.
Who did you attack? The Berserker?
Breacher.
There's 2 breaches.
Yep, the closer one, I assume.
Okay.
Yep, the closer one.
Alright, he's going to attack back real quick. Oops. 1, 2... Actually, he has to move a little bit closer. He's got real low range. All right. Ooh. 16, so that'd be 15
The new dice.
against 15 against Tanuki. And I cannot aim at Watchtower, correct?
You can, but I count as having hard cover.
Hmm. It's not gonna do it. He's gonna go again for Tanuki. Alright, that is definitely a miss. Since that's difficulty.
And if you're
The
attacking
first one.
against E defense, you have to go against my E defense.
So that is 8 points of kinetic damage. As a hefty pair of shotguns fire, basically holding one in each kind of clawed scrap hand. All right. Tanuki, who goes next?
I'm going to say Doom.
All right, Doom, you're up.
Actually, if I can make a suggestion, if I go next, I can move Doom on my turn because yours is 5 movement. That might get you within range to attack on your turn.
Well, I'm probably gonna boost anyway.
Okay, it was just making an option. If he can make it, go for it.
Yeah, I can make it by moving diagonally around the outside of the engine.
Okay. I just wanted to give you the option in case, but if you think you can make it, go for it. More than happy.
You see where I'm going with that, Nova?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna boost and gain over shield. And I'm gonna ram this.
All right.
Before you do that, I'm going to use. I haven't used my reaction yet, have I? I know I did. I did my reaction during Tanuki's turn. Don't worry. Sorry.
It is his turn now, so you do have one of your reactions. One reaction per turn, basically. You can have an unlimited amount per round, but one per turn.
Okay. I can't fail, so lock on for extra accuracy. I can't give you the auto crit, unfortunately.
All right, so you're consuming it.
So that would be 15 plus 2, 17.
That would hit.
Okay. He automatically takes 2 kinetic damage from the siege ram, and I am firing him into his fellow berserker.
All right.
And he'll take an additional 6 from the turrets.
Breacher or berserker? How many times can the turrets fire per round?
Unlimited.
Are you sure?
Let me double check.
It's after an ally attacked
Yeah,
from Dusty.
Once per round. My apologies.
No problem. I'll say they refresh on your turn.
They emptied the barrels and now they're reloading.
Pretty much. Reacquiring after being knocked around by their own recoil.
So yeah, I would like to attempt to move, throw him, the breacher, into the berserker.
All right.
And have the breacher do a hull save of 12.
We're going to Newton's cradle these guys.
12. All right. All right. That'll do.
Yep, that's a 20.
That's going to be a
Okay.
23.
Okay. Titanomaki Mash means that because I have rammed, I may ram again this round. So I am doing it again.
All right.
That is a 20 to hit.
20
That
to
will
hit.
critical.
That will hit.
Yeah, that is a critical. It's just not a natural one, right?
Yeah,
Like,
so
that's the
the
rules.
rules just say you have to get to 20. It doesn't say you have to natural 20.
Right, so it'll take 4 kinetic damage and be pushed back.
I'm going to check that real quick.
7 space. Which just basically means we're gonna have a car pile up here.
What am I looking for? Oh, I'm in the wrong place. So yeah, you roll all damage dice twice. There you go. I think...
Which, since I'm just ramming and using the 2 flat damage from Siege Ram, I believe I'm only doing the 2 damage. Because
Correct.
ramming just says make a melee attack. It doesn't say use my melee attack, which would be the 2d6 plus.
Mhm.
But regardless, he gets moved back 7 spaces, which means he's going to be crashing into these 2 again, and I'd like him to make another hull save.
All right. $13.
Yep, he passes. And then I am going to... Oh,
You gonna do what?
I'm going to overcharge.
Go ahead and add the heat.
So he gets. So do they all get pushed back or just him?
Well, I'm forcing him to take hull checks by being smashed into them, but
Okay, so there's not actually movement.
Yeah. So I add the heat. And then sorry, I'm just checking something.
Right. Just confirming, this Caliban is size half, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn.
It's a ship breacher. If something has a threat of 3 and is a shotgun, does that mean I'm like firing through them or not?
By mechanics, no.
If it was a cone or a lion, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to fire my cannibal shotgun, which is my super shotgun.
All right. Which one?
The breacher in front.
All right. Go ahead and roll to attack.
Uh, 9.
9. All right. I think that's gonna hit. Oh, that's nice. 9 will hit.
Okay.
I'm sorry, the breacher. No, 9 will not hit. Sorry about that. I was reading the wrong one.
Oh well, that's my turn over.
All right. So, the Berserker is going to go ahead. And, doesn't look like he's too smart. He's going to charge at McHammer's mech. And he's going to start laying into it.
I pushed my no button.
You can't reach it. It's inside the cockpit.
Do you want your teleport back to the cockpit?
I mean, do
It
I
seems
have
that
to
he cannot
stay?
see you directly. You're like kind of nestled, like kind of right here.
I don't need line of sight to do the teleport. I just need to do it.
Dova, am I still needing to stay out to keep working on the engine?
No, it seems to be sustaining just enough that it's going to start spooling up on its own, but it's very delicate.
Okay, then yes, I will take that teleport back.
Cool. You are now back in your cockpit.
All right.
And all clear celestial shackles is no longer active.
This plus 2.
Which
So
means he
15
does
to
get
hit.
his evasion.
What?
Which I was about to say, it means he does get his evasion. You're not attacking a disabled or shut down mech.
It would be a. It would
Give me
still be
my
a 15.
massive evasion of 6.
You take 9 points of kinetic damage.
9 and subtracting. Where is my armor on here? I could never remember.
Looks like a shield, I think.
Oh, yeah. Armor 1. Alright. So instead
So it
I
becomes
take 8.
Question regarding movement.
Yeah.
Can I move part of my movement, do an action, and then move the rest of my movement?
I think movement can be split up, but actions cannot be split up.
Cool.
I think. There's a
Is it
specific
okay?
example in the book. I'm going to take a look at it real quick. Doom, who goes next?
McHammer.
All right.
Alright, let's get this party started. I think I'm okay right here. Oh, wait. I think I don't have
You
that
want to attack the
anymore.
one in front of you, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Cool. It's target locked.
Meaning I get accuracy?
Yep, +1 accuracy.
Alright,
Oh,
in
and I
that
didn't realize-
case...
It's minimum 10, because I also get +1 accuracy on all tech attacks. So,
They're very easy to lock on. They don't seem to have very robust targeting, but they all seem to be remotely controlled.
Well,
There's
considering
a
right,
lot of radio traffic.
considering they're right next to me, I don't think I'm going to use my prototype weapon with a burst or blast.
That might also get the engine too. Remember, it's
Oh,
got
yeah,
10
that
HP.
too,
Or sorry,
that
20
too.
HP.
Then I'll do my Shatterhead Colony Missile.
All right. I believe that's a loading missile, so you have to reload it.
I
It
don't think
doesn't
the
say
Shadowhead was. I
so.
think it was just arcing.
Yeah, it's
No,
just
the
arcane.
Shadowhead wasn't.
Oh, that was the regular missile launcher. Never mind. All right, so go ahead and make a tech attack. Or
Attack.
roll
Standard
attack
attack.
versus its E-defense. Sorry.
Is it smart?
I think the colony had... Oh my gosh. I might just be messing everything up right now.
I think the colony is just
Yeah.
a standard missile launcher that just is arcing. That's it.
I'm gonna check
So
real
it'll
quick.
be 1d6 plus 1d20 plus 2.
All right. Oh, it can never be affected by difficulty. That's
Okay.
what I was thinking of.
So 13.
All right. That'll hit.
Awesome. In that case, it will be 1d3 plus 1 and a 1d6, and it cannot be reduced in any way.
All right. That would be enough to kill it.
Oh,
Seems that the
Wow.
berserkers are grunts.
I want to roll anyways. So a 3 plus a 5. Okay, so it did a total of 8.
All right.
Just for my own
that-
sanity.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, he's gonna take up a defensive kind of position here.
All right. How'd you get 8 damage from that?
I rolled a 3 on the die, which made it a 2, plus 1, so 3. And then the 5 for the 1d6.
What's the 1d6 come from? Sorry.
Overpower caliber.
Gotcha. I'm not sure if you can install more than one mod on a gun.
It's not a mod.
You have the...
Overpower caliber is the
that's the GMS
core
thing.
bonus.
That's
It's
the
the
core.
core bonus.
Gotcha. My bad.
I'm
Alright,
properly cheesing the system.
We all are. That's sort of the point of this game.
Everybody's
I think.
cheesing so hard. Alright.
I mean, my
So-
ram build doesn't do much damage, but it fucking yeets opponents across the map.
Oh yeah.
So I just realized that these shotgun attacks that I made previously are actually line attacks.
So he shouldn't be shooting his friends.
No, he should be shooting you as well on your back, because you technically take up the same space.
Yeah.
But that's...
Yeah. So Tuniki took all the damage for me.
Hmm.
Speaking of that, I am gonna have to unlink this.
Am I measuring from the right spot?
Can you unlink Tuniki and me? Because on my turn, I'm going to be dropping
Alright.
the connection.
Did I take?
Alright, so... That'd be... 1...
Hello?
Sorry?
Did I take damage?
No, not yet.
Okay.
It would not actually be able to see you. Or it would not be able to get in range from there, so... it's actually going to remain back here and then fire twice at McHammer. So that is +2 with 2 difficulty. 2 attacks. 10 minus 6, that's going to be 4 to hit. That will not hit. And the same one, the second one, he's actually going to switch targets to Doom. Grand total is 0. That would be going through his friend.
Does he care?
$14 minus 6. That's going to be a grand total of 8, which will not hit. So he hits nobody. 2 difficulty is a hell of a drug. Alright. So, last person up, Watchtower.
Alright. So, protocol. Drones will be moving. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wall, not very much of a difference.
Give me a brief second.
3, 4. And protocol to drop off. So I put Human and Jason Square. And
So
then
they
we do-
were back here, correct?
Yeah.
Turrets?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm going to move to there. I'm going to make a eject power core tech attack on this one.
Alright.
So,
Go ahead and give me a tech attack.
That is a 19.
19. All right.
That means it's jammed, which means it can't attack. And the guy next to him takes 2 energy damage because this guy just emptied all of his shells and his power core and everything.
All right.
And because he took damage from an attack, my turrets are going to add an extra 6 to it. Is that enough to kill that one? Fingers crossed.
Almost.
Ah, damn it.
Real close though.
I'm going to have to overcharge then. I don't want to, but I'm going to have to.
Go ahead and add the heat.
Yep, 1d3. Suck. Hey, only one. And I'm just going to. I don't think I have a way of doing it without just making a straight up rifle attack. I need to save my other stuff, so I'm making a rifle attack.
All right.
That's
Against
going
which
to be
one?
a 10.
10 will not hit.
Damn it. Okay.
They've both got the same evasion.
Alright, we can't get both of them. In that case, the next step is going to be. Still there. Doom, which one do you want to attack? Do you want to punch the one in front of you and almost guarantee to kill it, or did you want to try and go for the other one? Doom? Can you guys hear me?
Saf, you there?
I
Yeah,
can
and
hear
what's
you.
up?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I could
so,
hear you, Jeffer. I don't know. What was?
So Doom,
Your
do you want to attack the one in front of you, which is nearly
yeah.
dead, or do you want to attack
Yeah,
the other
I'd
one,
like
which
to.
isn't?
I'll attack the one in front.
Alright, so I'll make a tech attack against it, minimum 10 for lock on. I succeed the lock on. Doom, would you like a free attack?
Yeah.
Just note for the other guy here, he is jammed.
All right.
Which means he can't attack, which is at least a benefit there. And so it's you, and you're getting an additional d6 for the attack. So you have an additional +1 advantage.
Does
Nothing you
17
needed
hit?
it.
17 hits.
Okay.
Ooh.
7 damage to it.
7. All right. That'll be enough.
And it also goes flying back 4 spaces if it matters. As I just shotgun blast it in the face.
Just explodes into the wall.
How
do I kill him?
Finish my movement.
I will then hit the other guy with the butt of my shotgun.
Where'd you
for
start from? Jaffer?
There.
Where'd you start from, Jaffer?
Here.
Here? 1, 2, 3.
So,
That's going to be an
1,
Overwatch
2.
attack from this guy. Actually, no, he
Oh,
can't
what?
take reactions because he's jammed. Never mind.
Yeah, I wanted to take out this one because he was the one who was preventing it. So
Gotcha.
yeah, finish the movement, jump back on the camera, and finish my turn.
All right.
I actually fired my gun for the first time in this game.
And then you were going to do the butt stroke with him?
I get to hit an adjacent character with the butt of my shotgun after firing it for 1 kinetic damage and knock back 1, which is increased to.
Not currently adjacent to you, though.
Oh. I thought it was closer than that. Sorry.
Nah. It's yeah. He would if he was right here, then yeah. But he's right here.
Shame you couldn't have made me move one space.
Unfortunately, it was attack or move on my turn, so...
All right, so since you guys went last, they're gonna go first. As at the top of the round, you've got about 4.5 minutes left before the engines started. As the rest of them arrive. Coming through that same hole in the wall. Let's see.
Should I be blocking that other hole instead? And then they just come down the main corridor.
Do 1, 2, 4. All right. As 2 breachers, or not 2 breachers, 2 berserkers. The one which had fried the drone earlier, as well as a new special one. Here, you'll be able to see it a little bit more clearly over here. The 2 berserkers are basically going to spawn almost on the ceiling. They're kind of clambering down the walls, so they'll start there. They'll start there. This guy is going to basically remain up at the top. So essentially, as far as range goes, it's like right there. But basically straight up.
I want to try something. This may not work.
What you doing? Oh,
so close.
It was worth it. Oh shit. I got one right there. This guy's up there. I think that's worthy of a dice tower though. And the scour. He's gonna spawn on the ground back there. So, they are going to go first. And I think the hive's gonna go first. And it's gonna start off real spicy with razor swarms. It's gonna discharge it. That's its quick action. It is going to create a large area, burst 1, of those same drones that kind of ate up your own drone. It's gonna make it right. It's gonna be just on the exterior of the engine itself, so it doesn't damage it. Right about here. And as a quick tech action,
is that a
I'm sorry,
tech
you
action
guys
for
inside
deploy
the
that?
square. So Watchtower and McHammer, you guys would both take 4 points of burn damage.
Is that a tech attack it's making?
No. However, it's going to make a tech attack right now. At Doom.
Damn. And then the MC Hammer on me.
Alright, so MC Hammer and Watchtower, by the way, you guys have 4 burn damage right now.
Ow.
Oh,
Okay, that hurts.
well, that's not a big problem.
It's for me.
Wait, is it Damage or heat?
Burn. So you take 4 points right now, and then at the end of your turns, you'll keep taking that damage unless you get rid of it. And it
And
stacks.
is it, does my armor prevent any of it?
No, burn goes through armor.
All right.
It's evil like that.
Technically, it happens when you start your turn. But I figure I'd apply it right now because you guys will be starting your turn in that area. So, total that's going to be a 15 for tech attack.
Actually, I may not take damage because if McHammer moves out and I'm attached, my turn didn't start.
Yeah, it beats me.
All right, so you get a choice. Either you become immobilized and impaired until the end of your next turn, or you move 5 spaces in a direction chosen by the hive.
I'll become immobilized or impaired.
All right. As you basically receive a move instruction, but decide to basically just shut down to avoid it. All right. So that's its turn. Who went? I think Watchtower went last. Who goes first, Watchtower?
McHammer, do we want to get out of this ship?
Don't we need to send off a signal or something?
That'll happen in the actual radio room. This is not the radio room.
Okay, then let's start making our way to the radio room, I guess.
Is that the equipment room behind us there?
No, that's deeper inside the security or the facility. Tanuki walked past and saw it was in good shape. So
And
minimum work will be needed.
If we just leave these guys in the engine room, they're probably going to attack the engine.
Oh yeah.
True. So let's kill them.
So first thing, let's get out of the crappy area. Do a turn, and if you can get out on your turn, then I'm not in it when I start mine.
So I need to leave the room?
Oh, you need... So this red area, you just need to leave it on your turn.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Because you said... Because Derby said you take the damage at the start of your turn. It's not my turn, and I'll start outside.
So
Yeah. Sorry.
So is it my turn now, or?
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's your turn, Emma.
And there. And do we actually see the hive yet, so I can shoot it?
Yes, it's on the roof. It's
okay. I'm shooting the
yeah.
hive.
All right, so put it back down for a sec. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can hit it with your missiles.
if you're going to make an attack, take advantage on it.
So I got accuracy? All right.
Yeah, you'll have accuracy. Actually,
You need This one's a bit more stout. Give me a lock-on roll.
Because I'll use my free action to try and get a lock. My reaction to try and get a lock on. That's going to be.
Jesus, I think that would be it. Yeah.
That's over 30.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So you're rolling with +1 advantage, and you roll 2d20 and pick the highest.
Okay, so there's a 3, and there's a nat 20. I think I'm gonna pick that 20.
And you also then get to roll 2d6 and pick which one you like out of those as well.
I don't think I need to.
You won't need it.
Okay. Let's give you these dice over here, because that's the bonus die I basically grant you.
So for all the damage dice, you get to roll twice and choose the higher.
Oh, okay. Well then, this will be for the... Alright, so that's 2 with a +1, so 3. And then roll again for the 1d6. So 8 damage. Again, cannot be reduced at all.
All right.
In any way.
And an additional 6 from the 2 drones, because now it's after my turn.
So roll another d6.
Didn't they attack during your turn?
Yeah, but that was... So they...
So
Does that
They
count, or does it
refresh
have that
the-
after my turn?
they refresh at the
the-
start of your turn, and they
okay.
they were already used in the round before.
My apologies, I thought they refreshed at the end of my turn. Sorry about that.
Okay, so just 8 damage that cannot be reduced.
All right. You take 4 more points of burn damage as it still burns.
So I'll still need to put it out.
Yep, and you still have a quick action left.
Alright, so -4, that's gonna put me into structure.
All right. Let's get a structure roll.
2.
2. Go ahead and give me
System
another
trauma.
D6. Two. One of your systems. You can choose.
It says that it's, so, CompCon's telling me that I have to pick one of my mounts.
Oh, yeah, no. 2. Never mind. I was reading it backwards.
Guess I'll go with my integrated mount.
All right. Which one's
That's
that?
my prototype.
I don't think your integrated mount can actually be destroyed.
CompCon
might
was
be able
letting me.
All right, then there you go. I'm thinking about something else then.
So quick action. Can I use one of my repairs to put it out?
Nope, that's a full action.
Do I have any
You basically use a
options
full
to
action
get
to
it out?
repair as. No, I believe you need to.
Does the ability say they can make it quick to retake the roll? Or to retake the save? And then was there a save associated with it?
Give me a moment. I'm going to look up burn damage specifically.
Burn damage doesn't need it, but the ability that grants it most abilities if it's not a weapon, now gives you a chance to avoid it.
You get to make an engineering check at the end of your turn. So go ahead and give me an engineering check.
And you do have advantage because I'm next to you.
So that would be D20 plus 4
Okay.
because of my engineering skill.
Plus a d6 for accuracy.
Where'd you get an accuracy from?
Buddy, I'm adjacent to him. +1 to all checks, saves, and basically everything.
+1 accuracy or just +1?
+1 accuracy.
Gotcha.
So that would be
when you take this
12
talent, choose another
plus-
pilot.
3, so 15.
12 plus 3, that would succeed.
Any
So
mech
you
skill
are no longer
checks,
burning.
saves, either character makes while I'm adjacent gain +1. Oh, it affects both of us. So any mech checks or saves while I'm adjacent, we both gain +1 accuracy. If we both have it, it doubles to +2 accuracy.
Well, alright.
Basically, as long as I'm on you, it's +1 accuracy to both of us for everything. That's even better. I didn't realize I got the bonus as well.
And that would not put you into structure then. Because you would not take that the second 4 damage. Which, by the
Okay.
way, are not affected by armor. It just goes right through.
So then I'd still be at 2. How do I tell CompCom this isn't damaged?
I think there's an option to manually repair it. I am not sure how, though. So, it is going to be their turn now. Let's see. This Breacher's still going. So he is going to... He's going to actually go here to 3.
So he's going to take the burn damage himself.
Only hostiles do.
No.
He is now in soft cover. In
Can he
addition
move
to
even
that,
though he's jammed?
he is jammed. Oh yeah, I forgot. How long does that last?
Until he clears it,
Until it clears it. Gotcha.
which is a full action.
That's actually what
Basically-
I think that's what he's going to do right now.
Because in short, basically what happened to him is all of his power cores just ejected out of him, all of his ammunition just ejected and exploded. Everything's like, wait a sec, I didn't hit the turn everything off button.
All right. So that's going to be his turn. Watchtower, or sorry, McHammer, who goes next?
Jaffer. So Watchtower, I believe.
All right. Watchtower,
All right.
you're up. Your turret's refresh now.
Q.
Setting them down on their edge, it annoys me. It sets something primal off that I didn't know I disliked.
Well, this turret's going to move out. That turret's good where it is. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's everyone in sensor range.
Since it starts its movement within its threat range, it's gonna fire its shotgun at it.
Kill. Evasion 10, and I think the normal turrets aren't invisible.
Yeah, the turrets wouldn't be invisible. So that's definitely a miss. And it attacks twice with one action, or at once, basically. Nice boy. That'd be a 9 to hit, so it would not hit.
Hmm? Can the turret end its turn there?
All right.
Am I asking can it? Or
I don't believe it can share the same space.
alright, cool, the turret will move in there, it will take burn, but it gets it into line of sight of everything.
All right.
Are we within line of sight of the hive? With it being on the roof?
Yes.
Okay. McHammer, do we want to shoot the hive? I'm going to use a full tech attack to make a marker light attack on it.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
3, 7. That would be 15.
15, that would hit.
Cool. That is a lock-on action with the marker light. So, McHammer, would you like a free attack against the hive?
Absolutely.
And make it an auto crit. Assuming you don't roll an actual 20. But so it's again 2d20, 2d6, pick the highest of each.
Jeez. 2d20. So a 6 plus... Oh, right. The 2d6 as well. So I got a 6. So 12 plus 2, 14. And would that hit?
Will that hit the hive's evasion?
14, I believe it would, yes.
Cool.
And
Roll
that's a,
damage. You automatically crit, so roll double on all your dice for damage.
all right. So 4 for the Shatterhead, and then another 3. So 7, and again cannot be reduced in any way.
All right.
All right. Now boss time.
And that's my turn, because I'm not going to I'm not going to boost again. I'm not going to overcharge again because I really don't need the heat.
All right. Let me see.
But when I'm assuming Doom, it's your turn, you're going to try and go for the hive or Tanuki. When either of you decide to go for it, let me know, and I'll give you guys I'll try and give you guys an accuracy with a what's it called? Ooh, actually, here's another question: would an extra 9 damage to the hive make a difference?
No.
No.
9? Oh, for the
Yeah.
turrets.
Yeah. So all 3 turrets would have emptied themselves into the hive.
All right.
This missile flies through and just machine guns from everywhere. And because it's in range of the scout drone, I actually know its exact hit points. I know the exact hit points of everything within range 2 of the drone.
All right. Is it the end of your turn right now?
Yeah.
It's got 1.
It's at 1 hit point?
Actually, no, it'd be at 3 since it does have 1 armor. 4 actually. Yeah, because it gets to add 3 back from those.
Yeah, it gets its armor from each.
Yeah.
So the hive is at 4 hit points, and I can share that with everyone.
You would not know what the breacher is, but the rest of them are at full. And the berserkers are grunts.
All right, and so I'm assuming they have 1 hit point.
Mm-hmm.
And the Scourer has.
Oh, you would know. Okay. Scourer has.
I know
18.
their current location, HP, evasion, E defense, and heat.
All right. So the hive has the highest hive has the highest E defense at 13. The next highest is a Scourer, and the rest are 7 below.
All right.
So pretty low.
So in short, the party can in theory ask, what's that one's hit points? What's that one's armor class? At any time.
As long as the drone's close.
As long as the drone is within burst 2. Which.
All right. Who goes after you, Watchtower?
Tanuki or Doom, out of you two, which one do you think's got the better shot on the hive? Hello?
I intend to prompt the weapon. So
Provoke,
I don't
yeah.
think I provoke. That's the word. So I don't think I'm the best choice for going at the hive right away.
Alright, so I'll nominate Doom next then.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna grab one of your status tokens. Or actually, I think I saved them all.
Which one do you want? Because I've only got lock on, jammed, and critical here. I gave you the rest though, because they were actually all the different statuses you could get.
As a shimmering field, a kind of a swarm of drones coalesces around the hive. You'd see that it has an overshield of 6 around it now. Coming from somewhere kind of inside that tunnel that they've bored in the ceiling. In addition,
Great fun! Right,
Oh dear. That's an influence, isn't it?
Yes,
in addition,
yes,
you can.
that
There's
is.
a tremendous amount of radio signal coming from the hole, and then kind of linking into the Scourer's systems, buffing it quite a bit as well. Put that there.
Yeah, we've got influence, Dova.
All right. Now or eventually? I think that requires clarification.
All influences are up to you on when they actually get implemented. I don't hit accept until you actually do so.
All right.
So it could happen now or later. Just
I'm thinking.
preferably before the next session.
All right. I can make it happen before next session. All right, so that's going to be the end of his turn. I believe Doom, you were going to be up next, or were we going with
Yeah.
TP? Okay,
Yeah,
Doom,
going
you're up.
Doom. Beginning of Doom's turn, I'm going to do my reaction to target lock. That's well over 20.
The Hive.
Yeah, of course the
Alright.
Hive. One we're trying to murder.
Question: was the impair, the immobilize and impair, was that until the end of my turn, or was it until it's
And the end of your turn. Sorry.
Okay, so I can still shoot. Just have to cancel the difficulty out of an accuracy.
Or you get a lock on which will give you an accuracy, so
I mean, I feel like I'm gonna have to pull out the big. Let me just go back to my active play shoot. Yeah, I'm going to spend my core power. I'm going
Alright.
to load. I'm going to equip the auto choke onto my flare shot. My flare shotgun is now code free, fret free, accurate, main CQB, knockback 5, 1d6 plus 2 kinetic damage.
Alright.
consuming the lock on is going to. Oh, you do, yeah. So if it's accurate and you got the lock on, that's plus 2d6.
Oh wow, minus 1d6 for me being immobilized.
Oh, being immobilized gives you a.
Sorry, I'm immobilized and impaired. It's the impaired that gives me a difficulty on attack.
Okay. Well, at least the other lock on cancels that out then.
Yep. So I'm gonna roll to attack the hive, consuming the lock on.
Alright.
That would be 13 to hit.
13 to hit would hit.
Okay. Since this is code free, am I also hitting the scourer as well? Since I'm having to fire, like it is.
I'd say you just be clipping them, so yeah.
Okay. Do I need for a code attack? Do I need to roll another?
Yeah, you have separate attacks for each person in the cone.
Okay. So this will just be a straight up d20 because my accuracy cancels the difficulty. Oh, that's not gonna hit. No way in hell. That's a 4.
4 does not hit.
Okay, but I hit the hive though, so. That is 6 kinetic damage, and it is knocked back 5 spaces.
Alright. So 6 would in fact kill it. I don't know how to remove them from the encounter. What's this? Although, I mean, I know how to move their tokens, but as far as actually removing them from the encounter tracker.
Oh, is this the encounter tracker in Capcom?
Yeah.
Hey, have you tried just like clicking on them and pressing delete?
No. It doesn't work.
Unfortunate.
Actually, I'm sorry. How much damage was that?
6 damage.
It's still alive. That
All
goes
right.
through its overshield.
Yep. It gets
It's
knocked
no
back
longer
5
overshielded.
spaces as well, unless it's knocked back.
All right.
You're gonna shoot back up the hole it came from.
So it takes 3 damage. So it still has 3 overcharge still. So actually, it is still buff. Sorry, or overshield.
Overshield's
But
lost
I have-
4 armor, I believe.
Yep. Is it going to collide with any terrain during knockback if it's being knocked?
The wall, yeah.
If it's colliding with a wall, then I would like it to make a hull save of 13.
All right. Oops. Does not make it.
Okay, so it'll take 1d6 of kinetic damage.
Actually, I need to roll 1d3 then.
And be knocked prone, I believe, as well, isn't it?
It's impaired.
Ooh. How much damage is that on the second one?
3 damage, and it's impaired until
3 damage?
the end.
End of its next turn. All right.
Yep.
It is out of overshield. So give me a token.
Just Hive appears coming out of this vent. Doom just shoots it back up the vent.
So much fucking debuffs on him right now. All right, so at the end of your turn.
Yep. And I believe I clear the immobilized and impaired status on myself since it's the end of my turn.
All right. So, the Scourer is going to go.
Okay.
And he's just going to shoot right at you.
Okay.
So.
Oh, hold on.
What?
Jaffer,
Yeah?
aren't your turrets still active?
They shot when MC Hammer, when the hammer shot, so the turrets are currently out of ammo and cycling.
Oh, okay.
The turrets are really only going to be a temporary thing. Next round, I'll be getting I'll be getting something to replace them. I just literally had 2 left over SP, so
It's 2 accuracy. Plus 2. So that's going to be a 23, 25 to hit.
That hits.
All right. So that is going to do 8 points of energy damage.
Okay. That will be 3 because I had overshield from the boost that I did earlier.
All right.
Is energy affected by armor?
I believe so.
yes. Only
So-
AP by max armor.
Well.
What?
I'm also going to go ahead and roll to attack against McHammer, and I don't think I can actually hit Watchtower. It is a line attack. I'm not sure on the specifics.
I count as in all 4 spaces of McHammer.
Gotcha. So you would be.
I am a valid target, yes.
All right. So this is against McHammer. So that's going to be 8 plus 2. That's going to be 10. And this is against. That's a 20.
Oh dear.
20 plus whatever.
Please tell me this is a against e-defense and not just evasion.
Oh, it's against E-defense? Okay. Well, that's 20
No,
versus.
I'm asking, is it?
Oh no, this is it's a big ass laser.
Oh damn! I was saying, please tell me it's against e-defense and not evasion. My e-defense is good. My evasion, not so much.
All right. So, Watchtower and McHammer, you both take 8 points of energy. And the engine does too.
Okay, so at 8 points, that will actually put me at 0 hit points, so I take a structure, don't I?
Yep.
I've
If
never
you're
actually
at 0 or below, you're reset. Go ahead and give me a d6.
Alright.
And I assume this is your first structure point so
And you
far?
said 8
Is
points?
this a
8, correct.
is this a hull check?
Back to the
just-
structure.
Roll a d6.
Okay. Because if it's a hull check, I have disadvantage.
6. Glancing blow. You lucky son of a dog. Alright, so. You are impaired until the end of your next turn, and that's it.
Me?
Yep.
Yeah.
McCammer, I think we already did your structure damage. I think we accidentally did it. If you want to
Wow.
redo it, you can.
Yeah, I started
You don't wanna
redoing
lose
it,
it.
and it was the exact same thing. Well, not the same numbers, but the same results. So,
Okay, you wanna do it again,
prototype
sorry?
weapon destroyed.
Okay. And to clarify, you should be down 1 structure point, Zim.
I am.
Gotcha. Cool. Everything's working.
Oh, yeah, just impaired. I can deal with that.
That was a substantial hit for the engine.
Yeah.
So there's energy and a big ass laser. I'm gonna say that destabilized it.
So I'm gonna have to go
So-
fix it again.
How about you don't?
How about I do anyways? Everybody, including the turrets, including the everything, is awash in blazing, sort of white hot plasma as it leaks in a spectacular fashion, giving everyone 2 burn.
Oh, great.
The engine can be fixed with a quick action engineering check. Or you can take a skill check. Whichever you want.
But I'd have to get
So-
out of my mech.
You figure that's not the greatest option right now.
How much burn was it?
2. Basically, you can slap like a ceiling patch on it. You've got like 1 on your mech, in case it leaks. You figure that it should be enough to stop. It's like putting your finger in a dam.
So what would we need to make the check? It was an
Engineering check, but the burn will basically apply on your turn. So basically, it'll be that area of effect, but everywhere at once. So that's the end of the Scourer's turn. Tanuki, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna go do that. That provoke.
All right, go ahead and reroll your d20s, and also take 2 points of burn damage.
I'm not sure where to access burn on the Comcon, but I will
Comcon,
when I can.
It should have a little counter somewhere. I don't know what the active play sheet looks like for player characters. I'm mostly on the
Conditions.
NPC one.
It's the same. It's he has to be on the active play sheet. Are you on the active play sheet?
I am on a sheet. I don't know. It doesn't have a title.
When you go to your pilot, is there a little
Pilot
bar
roster.
at the? If you go to your pilot roster and click on your pilot and open up your pilot sheet,
Mm-hmm.
there should be a little bar along the bottom that should have a little picture of a mech and a little picture of a power button.
Yep.
Click the power button. It'll take you to the active play sheet.
That's where I was. Yep. It just doesn't have a
Okay.
title.
burn is directly underneath dismount mech at the very top.
Yep.
Top right hand
Dismount.
corner.
I don't see any dismount mech.
Did you use running the latest version?
I've been using whatever version since we started.
Okay, so hit the little 3 dots in the very top right.
Uh-huh.
Go to options. And then top option there should be download, updates, and reload.
Okay, I see it now. 2 burn.
Yep.
And I need those 3d20.
Actually, I don't think it's an actual quick action. No, it's not a
Well,
quick action.
me
Just go
just
ahead and give me an
borrow
engineering
these.
check.
What do you mean?
It's not actually a quick action to avoid burn damage. Sorry.
I'm not avoiding burn damage.
But you automatically get a chance to, so
Yeah,
Okay.
it's you just automatically do it before it actually sticks.
What do
Been
I roll
reading
for
it
that?
wrong. Go ahead. It's an engineering check.
Okay. Engineering.
that's hull, is it, or is that different?
I don't see engineering on here.
Should be next to like hull engineering or hull agility systems and engineering. You basically just add that modifier to a check.
Oh, I see. I have
Hmm.
0, so
All right. So you get to add +2 because of your grit.
d20 or d6?
D20. And DC is 10. All right, you make it.
Okay. I'm gonna take that back off. And then provoke.
Well, that's looking better.
That's a good
That was a worthy use of my turn. Okay. 13, 12, 17.
All right. So, end of your turn. Actually, he's not going to go yet. The berserkers are going to go. And this one is going to sidestep. I need to reread this just to see.
They're going to go for the drones.
Avalanche charge.
Drones are valid targets.
He sees a much more valid target right here. He's going to avalanche charge, to ignore reactions and engagement. And then it attacks a random adjacent character. Truly random.
He does actually need to. The drone is adjacent.
Mm-hmm. So, Doom, you want heads or tails?
Tails.
All right, it's going for you. I should have like spun that around more. All right, so this +2. So 16 to hit. It's going to hit, and for 9 points of kinetic damage.
Okay. That's reduced by armor. I'm taking structure.
All right. Go ahead and give me a d6. Is this your first structure?
Yep.
All right. Oh. Stay on the. Oh.
I'll roll it again. It's fine.
There you go. Three system trauma. Go ahead and Go ahead and roll it again. Two is a weapon mount.
I'll take my heavy mount, which is my super shotgun.
All right. That's the end of its turn. He's gonna go. And he. Actually, this guy's gonna go real quick. And I think that's within your threat range of your shotgun,
Yes,
so you can go ahead.
Yes, it is.
All right, go ahead and roll to attack. He's not smart enough to use his avalanche charge yet.
That is a 16 to hit.
That'll hit. I'm assuming you do 1 damage.
I do 6 damage and knock back 5.
All right, it's dead. Them's the grunts. But you basically, like, impact him into a crater in the wall.
Yeah, if anything around me moves, then they're leaving my front range at the moment because of the
I forgot to do something.
what?
I wouldn't worry about it.
I always worry about it, Dova. It's you.
Hmm.
What?
That's the burn.
Oh,
It's got 1 damage.
what about this creature here then? Isn't he in the burn zone?
He has, but he hasn't taken his turn yet.
Oh.
I mean, all you guys are in the burn zone. The hot zone right now.
The bone zone?
The bone zone.
Right, whose turn
All
is
right.
it anyway?
It is somebody's turn.
Tanuki's choice.
So,
I choose.
not yet. There's still enemies to
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Enemy, really. 'Cause you killed all the dang berserkers.
Actually, I think you killed them.
Yeah, that's true. No, I killed one of them. 50. Oh, it's only this one. Okay. It's gonna make a tech attack.
That's 2. Please take attack me.
1, so it does not get that back yet. It's gonna go against Tanuki. Actually, yeah, it's gonna tech attack. No, it's gonna tech attack Doom. Who are we kidding? That's the biggest threat right now.
You're never going to attack me again, are you?
I didn't like that. I'm looking at the bonus. I'm thinking that's not nearly enough.
Also, reactive code. If you try and tech attack me, I get to free tech attack back.
Is your E defense less than 5? Doom.
My E defense is 8.
Alright, so it does not make it. Alright. Oh. Just go there. Whatever.
He should have lost his buff anyway, because he loses his shield.
Oh, never mind. That's impaired. He's gonna buff this guy even more. He's going to now gain basically an overshield. And that's the end of his turn. So, Tanuki, who goes first? I say Tanuko. Tanuki.
Count Tanuku.
Tanuku. Who goes first?
I'm going to say. Watchtower.
Alright.
And I will need engineering checks for all of your turret drones.
They don't get engineering checks. These
They
two
automatically fail.
4. This one is basically its last turn, it will die next turn. And this one's taking 4. Let's move this one to here. Yeah, it's actually going to make that move, even though it provokes.
Alright.
Because they only get 1 reaction a turn. They get 1 Overwatch per turn. So if they're going to waste their Overwatch on Scout Drone, it means Doom gets free reign.
It also depends if he actually gets any threat with that weapon. She does not. Alright. Unopposed.
Alright. So, my entire action is going to be making a target does now the marker light on the hive. It's going to be 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 20.
Alright. That'll do it.
Alright, so McHammer, would you like a free attack against the hive? 2d20, 2d6, picking the highest, auto critting.
Yeah, that me?
Yeah.
Sure. I will always take a free attack.
Especially when it's guaranteed to crit and gives you all the bonuses in the world.
So, highest of
2d20.
the two.
Yep, and then 2d6, pick the highest.
So 13 plus 3 plus 2.
18.
Would that hit, Dova?
18 would definitely hit.
And it's an auto crit, so all your damage is roll twice, pick the highest.
Alright, so 4 and 4, so 8. Again, cannot be reduced.
Alright.
And
That would kill him.
Should be enough to pop him. And so, because I didn't... Yep. Sorry?
Done.
Because I didn't move, and I made a lock-on attack, I get a free lock-on attack against a target of my choice. So let's pick that Scourer up. Does it have a defense of 10 or higher?
Yes, it does.
Alright, so I need to roll. And that's a 29.
Yes, that would do it.
So it gets just a normal lock-on.
Actually, go ahead and roll that with 1 difficulty.
I rolled an 18 on the dice, and plus 8.
Plus is... I don't think that would actually make a difference. I just wanted you to roll the difficulty anyways.
There you go. So, well, I get plus 1 accuracy on all tech attacks, so even re-rolling with them cancelling each other out, that was a 17 on the dice, plus 8, so 25.
Alright.
If I miss a tech attack, I'm worried. It's now locked on. And that would be my turn.
Alright.
My turn basically at this point boils down to free attack for you. But an extra attack is never anything to be upset about.
Definitely. Alright, so... go ahead and give me a engineering check for yourself. Everything is very warm at the moment.
Just an FYI, Dova, we've got to end in about 10 minutes.
Yep, I'm aware.
That's a 10.
10? Alright. You do not take the burn damage.
I just rolled enough to make up for the disadvantage.
Womp. The breach your turn. So these first 2 attacks are going to be against McHammer. The second 2 are going to be against Watchtower. And these are with 2 difficulty, I believe, plus 2. Two difficulty plus 2. So 4... No. Uh, 5... I think that's a 7 to hit you, McHammer.
That would hit.
Alright.
What does hardcover give?
Hardcover gives 2 more difficulty and you aren't in line of sight, I believe.
Cool. That
Or
counts.
total cover. But that right there is going to be 14 plus 2 is 16.
I count as hardcover if it's targeting me, so that its plus dice would be cancelled out. Oh, well,
No,
next.
these are all difficulty.
Oh. So it's got even more difficulty dice on top.
I'm gonna
Ooh.
throw my tachyon loop onto Watchtower.
Is that a reaction?
Yeah.
All right. What does that do?
He gains resistance to all damage from the attack. If the attack misses, I can force the attacker to re-roll it against a character or object of my choice.
All right. So that second one, he can. Do you want him to re-roll it? Because it did miss.
Then yes, on one of his allies.
All right. Which one?
I don't
There's
care.
only one left, isn't there?
Is there only
Yeah.
one?
There would be only one left that you can see.
All right, then yeah.
Does it specify it has to be within the same range?
The new target must be inside the same area of effect from the original attack.
Gotcha. So that means it would have to be within the same range, and since this has a range of 3, that would not do it.
So he glares and
s- It would not hit anyways, since it rolled a 3 total.
Did that include the additional 2 difficulty dice?
Yeah. I mean, by default, unless the ability specifically says you can get above it, 2 difficulty or 2 accuracy is the highest you can do.
No, I thought it could get up to 4.
No, 2. Some abilities specifically say like 3. I know one of the NPCs do, but yeah. So that would be 8 damage to make hammer from the one that did hit. And then resistance for the one that still did hit for Watchtower, that would be 4 points of kinetic damage.
And that structure again for me.
Alright, go ahead and give me a 2d6 this time.
I'll roll my stuff in a sec. Just running a battle.
Alright.
2d6.
What's
2
the
on the
lowest?
5.
2 to 5? Alright. System trauma. Go ahead and give me another d6.
So I've got 1 and 6.
Not for you, for
1.
Jeffrey.
Oh no,
Oh,
I'm
did you go
meaning
back into the
on
structure?
mine. Yeah, I did.
Alright. Direct hit. How many structure do you still have?
Me?
2.
No, Zim. 2?
Yeah.
Alright. Give me a hull save.
How the hell do I do that?
What's your hull stat? So, hull, agility, systems, engineering.
0.
Alright, so that would be a straight d20 roll. 10 or above, you are not destroyed.
19.
Alright. You are stunned until the end of your next turn. Which is unfortunate because you are the person who needs to repair the engine.
He's stunned,
Yes.
so am I. Any conditions he suffers, I also suffer. Which means I also fall off him, and I fortunately get to pick the square I fall off in.
Alright.
But I also rolled a 1, which means I lose my weapon mount, I believe, isn't it?
1 is a weapon mount.
Cool. I have lost my gun. Not that I ever really used it. And I've fallen off. And I'm stunned as well, technically.
Alright. He's gonna get an engineering check real quick. He's not gonna take burn. It is at our end time right now. I can contrive a reason to kind of pause here, or we can just kind of leave the table the way it is and resume next week.
I guess we leave it as it is and resume next week.
In that case, it would have been my turn, so I get to pick who goes next, just so we know who would be wanting to go next.
All right. I'm gonna write it down in the notebook.
Yeah, we'll also put a coin under them. So who wanted to go next? Did Tanuki want to use your new gun now that you've made it happy again? But there, the Tanuki's going to go next when we come back.
There we go.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you all so much for joining us this evening for Sounds of Metal Lancer. We will be back next week with, well, actually, no. Next week's our skip week for Lancer.
We can just go anyways.
Yeah, we could.
Depends on how we, how everything's going.
Yeah. But anyways, thank you all so much for joining us this evening for Lancer. I will be back tomorrow with Retrograde Renegade Starfinder. And tomorrow I should hopefully be able to do a second stream as well, so keep an eye out for that. Thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers. It is because of all of you that I'm able to continue bringing these streams to you guys. I seriously could not do it without you all. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, all those good things there on the website, as well as down in the description below. And yeah, thank you all again so much for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye!
Have a good night, Dalton, Lightning Dragon, Wired. Stick around in the chat, we're gonna find somebody to raid.